Show is brought to you by Muckleshoot Casino Resort, the all-wheel drive Chevy Equinox, and by Certa Pro Painters.
Holy smokes, what a catch by JP. High in the air, brings it down.
Now, live to the ballpark, where the countdown to first pitch is on.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Toronto, where tonight the Mariners look to exercise some demon memories and push forward in their attempt to take the division. Shannon Dreyer coming to you live from the Western Washington Toyota broadcast booth, which is found here tonight and the next 2 days at Rogers Center, home of just absolutely electric memories for the Mariners in 22, but last year some bitter disappointment as the season came to an end on the field in front of us. Now, both teams have been through it a bit since. The Blue Jays come into the night with a record of 65-70. They are last in the AL East, but 3.5 games out of a wild card spot. They are hanging on for dear life right now in the playoff picture. They've lost 6 out of 10 with Vlad Jr. and team hearing the boos heavily last night. They've been selling out games. I've been hearing about it from everybody in the stadium. They have had great crowds. They have been selling out, but they just have not been able to put it together this year. There were a lot of injuries early on in the season for them. Then they put it together mid-season, a little bit of a run, but have fallen off since. And their big superstar, Vlad Guerrero Jr., has not been the same at all this year. We'll get into that a little bit later in the show, but frustrations really seemed to boil over in Toronto last night, and the boos came down heavily. So that is the situation here. The Mariners, on the other hand, well, they've seen an uptick since leaving New York a couple of weeks ago. They're 3 behind the Astros in the division, 4 out of the third and final wild card spot, but all in all, not in a terrible position as long as they continue to win series and win, individual games. So we're getting ever closer to September and what is now ranked as the easiest September going forward in baseball, with the division rivals kind of coming in around 14, 13 through 15 in their strength of schedule. So things can break right for the Mariners, but you are still hang in there in August. Keep it as close as you can. And hopefully things can take off a little bit. Tonight could be a tough one. You got Dylan Cease on the other side. He is Mr. Everything in the American League. Front runner, one of two, I'd say Cam Schlittler and Dylan Cease, 1-2 right now in the Cy Young Award race in the American League. He has struck out at least 7 in his last 18 starts. And got 9 from the Mariners not too long ago. This will be a challenge for the offense, but the offense does look a little bit different since the last time he saw them. Emerson Hancock, of course, has been doing some good things. And before we get to the lineups, we do have some pitching news to tell you. They did not release the full probables for this series until about an hour ago when Dan Wilson made the announcement. It will indeed be Cade Anderson tomorrow, but then on Sunday, Logan Gilbert is getting the start with Bryce Miller moving to the pen. We are going to get into that on the round table, but the conversation was had with Bryce, and it was, what can he do right now to best help this team while he looks to get back on track as well, and they see that in the bullpen. So we'll be back to a 5-man rotation, a full pen, and it will be very interesting to see how Bryce Miller is used and how his stuff plays. We have not talked to Bryce, but we were told some of the first words out of his mouth were, and this is what they wanted to hear: I am a starter, but I will do what the team needs me to do right now. He, of course, has had his struggles, but I think there's always been a curiosity to see what he can do there and hopefully get him back on track. And GM Justin Hollander and Dan Wilson both emphasized he is a starter. We don't know how long he will be in the pen, but in terms of the long term, it won't be long because he will be a starter again, just not for now. So we'll get into that again a little bit more in depth on the roundtable coming your way in about 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and take a look at that lineup that will be facing Dylan Cease. This is what we have got. At the top, it is Randy Arozarena in left field with his 20 home runs and 58 runs batted in. Dom Canzone follows as the designated hitter. Julio Rodriguez batting third in center. Josh Naylor in his return to Canada will be the cleanup hitter at first base. Cal Raleigh follows as he will be catching and batting fifth. Cole Young is at second base. Then you got Taylor Ward back in right field. We haven't seen him out there in a little while. He's been dealing with upper leg issues, but he's back in right field tonight. J.P. Crawford at third base today. Brock Rodden will round out the 9 at shortstop. Quick look at the injury report. Brendan Donovan is on the trip, and in some ways that is a good sign. He's actually eligible to come off the concussion list tomorrow. It looks like it's not going to be quite then. I think they want to see him on the field and in this environment. He hasn't really been in this environment without the earplugs or in the dugout for a long amount of time. So this is kind of a tester, I think, tonight to see how he reacts to all the different stimuli in the ballpark, and hopefully the symptoms stay down or non-existent. And we could possibly see him in the coming days, but we're just going to have to wait and see what happens there. This health report is powered by Virginia Mason Franciscan Health, the sports medicine provider of the Seattle Mariners. Coming up, as I mentioned, on the roundtable, we are going to talk about the move with the pitching today, also revisit a little bit our last trip here in Toronto, and then hopefully put all that to rest. On the Mariners Clubhouse Insider, we're going to have some fun from the Cal Raleigh show this week, and we'll have the usuals as well, picks to click, check out the scoreboard, a lot going on the scoreboard actually today, and much, much more. But coming up next, it is time to hear from Dan Wilson. We're just getting started here. Stick around. You are listening to us on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
In the Pacific Northwest, there's one construction equipment rental provider of choice, Star Rentals. The Star Rentals team delivers superior customer service by leading with a culture of care and delivering unmatched follow-through across all 18 Star Rentals locations. Star Rentals is the largest independent construction equipment rental company in the Pacific Northwest, delivering quality care because they care. Learn more at starrentals.com. Star Rentals, the preferred supplier to the West's best contractors. The official airline of the Seattle Mariners is your new gateway to the world. Alaska Airlines is the hometown airline of Seattle and now the fourth largest U.S. global airline, with new nonstops to Seoul, Tokyo, Rome, and London, with many more ahead. Experience your dream global getaway aboard Alaska's new 787 Dreamliner, featuring private suites with lie-flat seats, chef-curated food and beverages, and entertainment screens at every seat. Book your next adventure today at alaskaair.com.
Summer is for going big.
Julio! Dead center field, solo home run, 4-0 Mariners.
Summer is for showing out.
Crawford, out of the glove, Emerson to first. What a play!
Summer is for Mariners baseball.
Cal Raleigh with an RBI double. The big thumper comes through in the clutch.
Where else do you get 9 innings of eye-popping swings and snags? Plus fireworks that make your feet dance and your jaw drop. Oh yeah, and the guys have a dance of their own. A wind dance.
Party time at T-Mobile Park in the sunshine.
Mariners baseball. Trident's up.
Don't miss out on Mariners Fireworks Night at T-Mobile Park. Next up is the Sing-Along Show on Friday, September 4th, presented by T-Mobile, after the Mariners take on the A's. Go to mariners.com to get your tickets and check out all the biggest events down the stretch, like the Andres Munoz Funko Pop giveaway September 8th through the 10th.
This is Mariners Baseball. The countdown to first pitch continues with the Dan Wilson Show.
All right, Dan, I think we all had different feelings walking into this building today. What goes through your mind? What is the feeling? Can you block it out of your mind? Does it feed the fire? I mean, this was a tough one almost a year ago.
Yeah, no question. Coming back for the first time and walking in the clubhouse and just remembering some of the feelings that we went through and some of the emotional swings that you go through in a playoff situation certainly was there. But we have turned the page, certainly on last year, and we're in a different kind of a situation this year. And so you quickly put that aside and begin to concentrate on the series ahead of us. And, I think we're coming off a couple of a good series at home against some good teams with the Cubs and the Phillies and winning both of those series. And, a chance now to take that momentum, that confidence that we gained at home and take it on the road with us. And, starts tonight with Dylan Cease.
And I mean, what better time to have a little bit of confidence and momentum and some experience going up against good clubs or good pitchers when he's on the other side. You know he's going to strike out people. I think it's an 18-game stretch with 7 strikeouts. The stuff is pretty ridiculous. He's a front runner for the Cy Young right now. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, he's no question putting together a good season, but what we saw, I think, offensively at our homestand, I think really bodes well as we go on the road trip here and against a guy like Cease. We beat some good pitchers at home as well. When you talk about Wheeler, you talk about Nola, those guys that, are among the league's best also on the National League side. These guys are similar and they're not going to beat themselves. I think there's an element of patience that we need to have with Cease, and that will be helpful. But like we were against Naylor or Wheeler, and we're like we were against Nola as well, and waiting to get our pitch and not giving in to the ability of going out of the zone and chasing. I think when we're in the zone, putting our good swing on it, that's what we need to be, and I know our guys will be ready to do that tonight.
We saw so much more of that on the homestand. We saw it start to develop on the road trip before. Why? What has led to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think just the quality of at-bats has gotten so much better, and it's a confidence thing. It's a it grows offensively, and it can be contagious, as we've talked about, and guys putting those back-to-back at-bats together, getting on base and wearing pitchers down so that when you are presented with those situations with runners in scoring position, you're seeing better pitches to hit. And I think we did a great job of that in the last series. Dom Canzone getting actually a pretty good slider, from the lefty, but able to stay on it and pick up some big hits. And I think that's what we're beginning to see. A lot of the traffic getting on base, wearing pitchers down, and then getting pitches to hit with runners in scoring position and taking advantage.
Is it truly just a matter of reinforcement that they're seeing it work, or has there been a little bit of an adjustment in the language, the messaging? Has something been taken away, added?
No, I mean, I think it's it's been one of those things that it's just beginning to click, and I think we saw a little bit of that spark when Donovan came back and kind of was at the top of the lineup, getting on base and sort of creating that traffic, and with him down now on the concussion IL, we put Randy up there in the leadoff spot, who's put up those really good at bats and found his way on to the base, and I think that really sets the tone. I think they've been coming out early in terms of getting on the scoreboard early in a ball game, which we saw that at home, and I think that is super helpful too. So all those things combined, it's all been there. It's just I think has really begun to click a little bit for us here lately, and it comes at a good time.
Got some rotation news today. It's going to be Logan Gilbert on Sunday and Bryce Miller going to the pen. How do you see this? I don't know if playing out is the word. You said it's not permanent. What are you looking for in that move?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a chance for Bryce. This happens often with starters. Sometimes they need a break and a reset, and going down to the bullpen and getting some different looks, getting some maybe more consistent outings is a way to do that. And so, for Bryce, he's going to win a lot of games for the Seattle Mariners going forward. But right now, a chance to go in the bullpen, make his adjustments, kind of get that reset he needs, and hopefully we'll be back.
How can you use him in the pen?
Well, we are going to look at that as we go, and when those situations present themselves, we will be ready to insert him and excited to. But I think to label him as one type of a guy, a high leverage, low, I don't think that's super appropriate at the moment. But really, he's going to have some versatility. He can throw an inning, he can throw 2 or 3 innings, or more if needed, and I think that makes him very versatile, and could be used in different parts of the ballgame.
Is there something he can take from what Emerson Hancock did last year when he went down to the pen? There were adjustments that he made, things that he saw.
Yeah, no question. I mean, I think, and that's what these guys are so good about is supporting each other and helping each other out in a lot of ways. And I think there is certainly that. I mean, Emerson did have to go to the bullpen for a little while, but then did bounce back on the starter role and has had to put together a really good season. So I think this is as I've mentioned before, a lot of guys in the history of this game have done these kinds of things, and it has really helped them, and that's what we're thinking with Bryce at this moment.
But the key is you want him to still do everything that he does. It's not eliminate this, eliminate that.
Oh no. I mean, Bryce is Bryce, and he's got great stuff, and we're excited to have him down in the bullpen for now, and just continue to use his stuff the way he does, continue to attack, and I think he'll be in good shape.
Well, we're looking forward to what's coming tonight. Maybe we see some Bryce Miller. Who knows? Dan, thank you.
Shannon, thank you.
And that was the Dan Wilson Show right there. A lot obviously going on in this first game here in Toronto. When we come back, we're going to get a little bit about what happened in the last game here in Toronto between these two clubs, and then also take a closer look at what they are doing with the pitching right now. All that comes up next as we continue here on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Hey, Mariners fans, play Mariners Bingo presented by Farmers Insurance at marinersbingo.com. Compete for incredible prizes like game tickets and autographed memorabilia from your favorite Mariners players. Whether you're at the ballpark, relaxing at home, or on the go, the excitement is always at your fingertips. It's free, it's easy, and it's the perfect way to win exciting prizes while staying connected to all things Mariners baseball. Don't miss out. Head to marinersbingo.com now and start playing Mariners Bingo, presented by Farmers Insurance.
Seattle fans, get in the game and swing for the fences at Muckleshoot Casino Resort. You'll always find all-star action and MVP winning at the biggest and best in the Northwest. Come see the lineup of more than 3,500 gaming machines, your favorite table games, sports betting, plus a luxury hotel, memorable dining, and live entertainment that's always a hit. Muckleshoot Casino Resort, the biggest and best in the Northwest. Muckleshoot.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra. It's the truck. We are professional grade. Right now, when you finance through GM Financial, well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your Northwest GMC dealer. Monthly payment is $1,515 for every $1,000 you finance. Average example down payment is 8.8%. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 8/31/26.
Whatever the heat index, stay cool this summer. Your local Bryant dealer can make sure your system is up to the task. Whether it's maintaining your current system or installing an energy-efficient Bryant Evolution cooling system with perfect Humidity Plus technology, your dealer will give you what you need to help your family beat the heat. Learn more and schedule an appointment with a factory-authorized dealer today at BryantNorthwest.com. That's BryantNorthwest.com. Bryant, whatever it takes.
You don't have to go to the ballpark to enjoy the magic of the Mariners hot dogs from heaven. Hempler's All-Beef Franks are the official hot dogs from heaven. Since 1934, Hempler's has crafted premium Franks made with 100% beef, no fillers, gluten-free, and bursting with home run flavor. So when the Mariners are on the road, grab a pack of Hempler's All-Beef Franks, fire up the grill, and bring the ballpark home. Hempler's, the official hot dogs from heaven.
Bringing Cal Raleigh on as our home run officer has been
incredible. He brings 110% to everything he does, including batting practice in the branch.
He's so helpful. Fourth floor, please. Thanks, Cal.
It's just another day at the plate. Sorry, Brenda.
Washington Trust Bank. Privately owned, locally invested. Member FDIC.
Relax and let Fred Meyer Pickup handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items, then choose your favorites, carefully pack everything up, and load it right into your trunk, so you can feel confident it's what you ordered. Fresh groceries your way with Fred Meyer Pickup and Delivery. And right now, you can save $20 on your first pickup or delivery order. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
When you buy equipment, you're not just buying a machine. You're choosing a dealer you'll rely on for years. NC Machinery, an official partner of the Seattle Mariners, has been supporting customers across Washington and Alaska for decades. Whether you work in the trades or work on your own property, we're here before the sale and long after it. Right now, qualified buyers can also take advantage of 0% financing on Caterpillar compact equipment. Visit ncmachinery.com for details and exclusions. NC Machinery, official partner of your Seattle Mariners.
Mariners pregame continues with a roundtable.
Welcome back inside Rogers Center here in Toronto under the CN Tower. Absolutely gorgeous night here. Cool, not cold, not fall-like. Don't quite have that feeling that we had a year ago, but Gary, we had some feelings walking into this ballpark today.
Yeah, I found myself kind of emotional walking in. First time, obviously. We've been back since Game 7, and a lot of those memories came rushing back. And, you know, for me, I just remember being so devastated for Mariner fans everywhere. Just how close it was, and in that moment specifically with Springer. And yeah, that all came flooding back walking in today. So it's weird because this building holds so many great memories as well. And now that memory, it's kind of a mixed bag now every time we walk in. But it's been really interesting now facing the Blue Jays a couple times in the postseason, how this has become a really fun rivalry between the two teams.
Well, and it was so funny because I was talking to a guard and I was telling him about our 50-year celebration. They're like, it's our 50-year too. Yes, it is. These two teams are very much tied together. Yeah, it was tough. It was just the way everything came to an end so quickly. And I will never forget that plane ride home, or even the bus ride, or getting to the bus for that.
Yeah.
We had a mad dash sprint to try and get out of this park. And I actually found, because we had a scramble, we had a literal scramble to get out of here. And I found that when I tried, long story short, got downstairs, found out we were leaving a lot sooner than we thought we were. You guys are upstairs. You have to pack everything up. It's not just, okay, we're out of here and go to the bus.
Right.
It's a process. I went to text you, and because of everything that was going on in the building and everything, I couldn't get through. I looked up at the board. It said we were leaving in 22 minutes when I saw the board, and everybody upstairs did not know it at that point. And I'm in a clubhouse where there is emotion.
Yeah.
You know, the Julio yell in the showers. Cal had tears in his eyes when I passed him. I mean, it was just, how do you deal with that when you walk in it? And then it's like, oh my gosh, I got to get upstairs. Otherwise, we're leaving them in Canada. And I never turned off my recorder. And so I actually had the entire run from downstairs all the way up here. And I'm talking, okay, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to get here, I got to hit the button. You can hear the elevator, everything. And I just relived the whole thing. And I got into the room and told you guys, we got to go now. It was awful. And then it got worse for you after that.
It was such a nightmare. I'll never forget the bus ride away, too. There's so many fans outside just heckling the buses on the way out.
Yes.
And
it was ugly leaving.
Yeah, it was really salt in the wound after what was already a tough night.
And then the quietest flight, you and Aaron were behind me, and the two of you never said a word.
I don't think anyone said a word.
You never said a word.
I never heard anything on that flight.
It was just, yes. Let's not
back.
do that again. All right. But we thought we'd share.
Yeah.
We're now going to talk a little bit about what's going on right now with this team, and an interesting move that I think a lot of people had kind of wondered what, if this could happen, what it would look like. And it indeed is happening right now. Bryce Miller is going to the pen. And while it sounds like a short-term thing, where we are in the season right now, I think it probably would more likely be for the remainder of the season.
Yeah, you never know what may happen, but
if everybody is healthy.
Yeah, but this is one of those moves where if you're a team chasing, you're 2, 3, 4 games back or whatever, and it's September, you got to do what's best for right now. And as both Justin Hollander and Dan Wilson said, this isn't a comment on his future. Could be in the rotation to start next year, but the Mariners need to win games now, and it's been a struggle for Bryce. The added mystery or intrigue, I think is the right word, is, you know, when his stuff is playing up, he's really hard to hit. And so if you limit him to an inning or two, it is going to be interesting to see what that looks like.
Are you asking me? You're looking at me, Gary.
I'm just saying it out
exactly.
loud.
Yeah, no. I'm just jumping in. That was something that was interesting to me, and it kind of jumped right out at me right away, Gary, is that they need him to be the best version of himself, and how that happens. I was worried about, okay, well, wait a minute. If you want him to work on things, if you want him to tinker, how are you going to get him to tinker if he's in the bullpen? Because
don't want him to tinker.
Exactly. And then because a starter can work on things that aren't going right in between starts. If you're a bullpen guy, you do not have that luxury. So I was really kind of curious to hear what Dan would say about that, what Justin Hollander, but Hollander really focused in on it and just said, hey, if we can just shrink things down to him, to an inning, maybe to 2 innings. And so you're not focused on that third at bat. And you don't need to have all of your pitches working. And the centerpiece of his arsenal is that 4-seam fastball. And he can just get back to that and have a couple things working off of that. And I was like, okay, I sort of get that. Just shrinking it down and simplifying things. We talk about it all the time in the batter's box. And here we're seeing a version of that, with the pitcher. How do we simplify things? And in order to do that the best route at this point isn't to try to work on things in between starts. It's to have him go to the bullpen.
Yeah, where you've got a shorter, you got to do it now.
Now. You got to, and that's the thing, like what you just said, it's not that he's not a starter in the future. It's what is he now? What is he best,
right now.
And how do I get this guy out now? Not in the third inning, not in the fourth inning. How do I get this guy out now, right here in whatever fifth or sixth inning is?
And get that aggressiveness that I think he lost in the struggle, and I think that's important.
Yeah, a lot of walks the last couple times out, especially. So, it's September essentially. So you got to make short-term decisions because you don't have a lot of calendar left to catch Houston and Texas.
And, some people point to the fact that, he was not happy about it. He said he was disappointed. I'm like, no kidding. Who, you know what I mean? Like, who would he be if he wasn't mad, upset, ticked off? And hopefully we'll see that version of, Bryce Miller coming out of the bullpen with his
you'd expect
hair
that.
on fire.
It's like when Kirby gets taken out of a game. Well, he wasn't. Well, yeah. Like, you want that.
Yes, I hope so. I really do.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing. So.
Well, that also, and I don't expect them just to use him every 5 days. You have to be careful to start with, but he could be a very helpful part in that bullpen that has been short for a long time.
Yeah.
And that's an important piece of the puzzle, too.
He could certainly cover innings. And one thing I also like that Hollander said, and I think it's very true, it's like, who is this guy? Now, maybe they're going to take some time, where they're not just going to fire him up and, expect him to get hot in 6 or 7 pitches. But I like the idea that Justin Hollander said he is the highest leverage guy, when he's right. He can pitch in any and every single situation. I would, he would clarify him and classify him as the highest of leverage arms in the bullpen in regards to his capacity.
It's a tough pill for him to swallow because you think of the last time he was in this building.
Sure.
And he was saving their bacon when everybody pitched in Game 5. Who were they going to go to? Going to a guy who was on the injured list, who was struggling all year, and nobody thought that, Game 1 was going to be a struggle after all that. Not with him on the hill.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
He really was. And it is something interesting to think about when you hope that a healthy Brash comes back, and what if Miller does blossom? I mean, that really changes the dynamic of the bullpen, especially from the right side, those two things.
Yeah, so interesting move, and I think one that we suspected could come, but we weren't sure they would actually take the leap, and they did. So your rotation is back to 5, your bullpen is back to its full-strength numbers, and we will see what that means for Bryce Miller. But, just really stress, he told them, I am a starter, and they said, we know, basically, we're doing this to get you to where you need to be, and in the process, help us out. So not a permanent move by any means from what it looks like, and we'll see where it goes. All right, good table, guys. And Gary, are you okay now?
Yeah, I've worked through it all. I'm fine.
Okay.
I actually now, I make Shannon send me audio all the time. Now I want you to send me your whole audio of downstairs through the elevator and up here.
I might have erased it. It was so disturbing, but it was just like, oh my gosh, I'm reliving this. And then it was like, why am I reliving this? Maybe not the best thing, but yes, sometimes the recorder gets left on, and it was just absolutely, it's like, I can't believe, it was pretty epic. All right, that was the round table. Coming up next, speaking of epic, this was a lot of fun. Cal Raleigh show this week. We got the goods on some teammates from the strength and conditioning coach. It's a rapid fire fun one. Coming up next as we continue, circle the bases and find yourself in the middle of the fun at Muckleshoot Casino Resort. This is your all-star getaway destination for the best action, luxury, dining, and entertainment. Muckleshoot Casino Resort, the biggest and best in the Northwest. Insider coming up next as we continue on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Keep your summer fun going in a rugged new Toyota truck, like a powerful built-in-the-USA Tundra. Now through August 31st, during Toyota's national sales event, you can get a new 26 Tundra with 2.99 APR financing with approved credit through TFS, or get $1,000 customer cash on Tundra. Excludes TRD Pro, or you can take advantage of a customized lease just for you. A negotiable doc fee of up to $200 may be added. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Around here, we know a little something about unpredictable weather. Rain, wind, fallen trees. And sometimes the biggest problem comes after the damage, when your insurance company doesn't handle the claim the way you thought they would. Bastion Law helps Washington homeowners and businesses take on insurance companies when serious claims are delayed, denied, or underpaid. Local attorneys, serious experience, and a team that knows what's at stake when your home or business is on the line. Bastion Law. Learn more at bastion.law/radio.
Do you hear that? Something's calling. A call to climb your own mountain, no matter how it might look. A call to let doubt eat our dust, express ourselves, and leave it all on the court. A call to community, where Multicare helps you find your healthier you. Health is calling, and Multicare is here to help you answer. Learn more at multicare.org.
Miller time. It only happens if you make it happen. So say hello with some beers. Make the plans. Live a little. Because legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Knowledge is power, and we like power.
Gone! Cal Raleigh!
Stay caught up on all things Mariners with the Seattle Sports Insider with Shannon Dreyer. Exclusively on seattlesports.com and the Seattle Sports app.
Hard work isn't just a job, it's a way of life. That's why Whistle Workwear carries Wolverine boots, built for the people who show up every day ready to get the job done. Tough, dependable, and built for all-day comfort. Hey, and if you manage a crew, join our Pro Partners program for a wide selection of head-to-toe workwear and easy, hassle-free account management. Whistle Workwear, for people who do hard work. Visit us online at whistleworkwear.com or at one of our 9 Western Washington locations.
My mom taught me the importance of saving, and I wanted to pass that on to my kids.
That's Aisha, BECU member and mother of 3.
I think having the savings account has changed the way that the girls think about their money.
BECU knows that no matter the age, it's always a good time to save. And with an early saver account, the money grows with your children. Join today at becu.org/earlysaver. Membership required. Restrictions apply. Member paid for participation. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is Aaron Goldsmith.
And Gary Hill for Fireside.
Gary, I've heard you talk a lot about Fireside.
And you finally listened.
Something you never thought possible. But now they've done work for me.
It's a great time for a new fireplace, garage door, or outdoor barbecue.
Fireside Home Solutions. Visit one of their showrooms in Bellevue, Auburn, Portland, and Spokane.
Don't have time to visit a showroom? Then call them for a free in-home consultation.
Fireside at firesidehomesolutions.com.
Aaron and I both love Fireside, and you will too.
This summer, your neighbors at Three Tree Roofing love telling you, no high-pressure sales pitches, no Band-Aid fixes that will fail in the wintertime, no outrageous pricing from a franchise company that's not even from here. We're local and family-owned, and our team will build a worry-free plan for your roof replacement completely free. Visit 3treeroofing.com to schedule your free estimate and get an additional $500 discount. That's 3 Tree Roofing, your Puget Sound roofing experts.
This is Mariners baseball on Seattle Red. On 770 KTTH Seattle, 97.3 KIRO FM, HD3 Tacoma Seattle, 94.5 K233 DT Eastwood, 33 BU Seattle. Mariners pregame. The countdown to first pitch continues. Now, here's Shannon Dreyer with your Mariners Clubhouse Insider.
This week on the Cal Raleigh Show, head strength and conditioning coach Matt Rutledge, who a lot of players have credited for some of their successes, was our guest. We got into his role, the advances in training, Cal's journey in that department, and more. And we also had some fun. All right, we've just got about a minute left here. Could I rapid fire? Like, would you tell me who the strongest, who's the best?
Sure.
Okay.
It depends on who, or I guess what question. Pound for pound, right now, probably Jose Ferreira. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like a linebacker. Yeah, he is very physical, and it's kind of like back and forth. He's very physical, but he's always the happiest person in the entire clubhouse.
Which is a very good thing.
At all times.
Yeah.
But his handshakes hit a little different. His fist bumps hit a little different. Yeah, pound for pound, I'd put him up there.
Now Donovan's got a handshake. Do you have grip strength on everybody? Who's got the hardest grip strength?
I'm not sure. We make it more relative to them,
Okay.
but he's definitely got to be up there. Yeah,
Okay.
he's fun too. He loves to work. He loves to get after it. Yeah, he's got some mitts on him too. He's strong.
Now the stress test was a big thing years ago in spring training. I don't know if you still do that, but cardio-wise, who's the guy that could go out there and run for the longest?
Definitely not.
They don't blame me to run.
Yeah, definitely not. I'd probably say someone like a Bizzardo or
he
something like
runs
that.
around.
Yeah. That's really big in Latin culture and bringing up, especially for arm health. That they believe in that so much that it's just a part of their routine. I'd probably put Bizzardo up there in that category.
Which is interesting because pitchers used to run a lot, and they don't run as much anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to argue with Louis, who ran a lot, or Bizzardo at all either. Fastest sprint speed.
Fastest sprint speed. When Julio wants to run, Julio's got it. He's a 31 plus feet per second runner when he wants to get going. So he's up there. Vic's in the 30 range.
All right.
Cal's crushing up to
Hey, you're good
28,
for a catcher.
27.
He's good for a catcher, isn't he?
Yeah. When he thinks he's Ricky Henderson, we get in trouble sometimes, but
sometimes you got to reel it in.
We can run a little bit. Yeah.
Can you give him any love whatsoever? Is
For
Cal
sure.
near the top of anything?
Yeah, he's in the top of consistency. He's in the top of working
Consistency's
hard
good.
and pushing through and
Good dresser?
smartest and good dresser. I don't. Good dresser.
That's pretty good.
Sometimes. What about Logan?
Logan.
Top ridiculous, most nonsense things to do.
Logan and Bryce
Water
are
ball.
top most conversations had.
Oh yeah, they talk the most for sure.
Making sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. That's probably Logan.
Okay.
A little more trust with Logan that
All right.
he's gonna get stuff in.
Who adheres best to a diet?
Best to a diet.
Yeah. Who's the healthiest? Yeah.
Healthiest. There's a couple guys that are really into that. Woo's pretty healthy. Yeah.
Okay.
Woo, he's always got avocado on his plate. He does. He's always got a little side salad.
You like sandwiches.
You like the green stuff?
I do. I love chips. What? The Greek? I like
green
Greek.
stuff.
Oh, green. Yeah.
Green.
I like green, but
Lettuce is useless.
I don't know who else is pretty. I don't know. Logan likes to think he is, but
Logan is not.
He'll go to the movie theater and
Yeah.
eat a whole thing of popcorn.
I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd say probably Woo from my end.
Yeah, Woo's up there. Emerson's
Who's the
up
best sleeper?
there. Logan.
Really?
Pre-kid. Now, if the kid's here or not.
Yeah,
Logan
that
is
counts.
notoriously known for 12 plus hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's all in on the gimmicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he have like a tank at home and stuff like that, or
He does
relaxation
like the
tank?
mouth.
Or...
He does the mouth tape and.
Oh gosh.
Um,
We're getting all the secrets
I
right
don't
now.
know. I mean, he does. He was a bad snorer in the minor leagues. He snored a lot. So
Bad roommate.
I don't know. I mean, hey, whatever you got to do every day to get ready. If you believe in it, there's that. Sometimes that placebo effect can work. Not that sleep's not good because the sleep is good, but
Highly
12 hours is a
recommended.
little excessive. I think.
That is.
I think you just need 7 to 8 personally, but.
Dodgeball team. You get 3 picks. Who are
What
your
is it
first
with the
3 picks?
Dodgeball team.
Yeah, off of this team. You're starting a dodgeball team.
Starting a dodgeball team. Sneaky, I'm taking Cole Young.
Okay.
I just don't think like he would overthink the process and he'd just react.
He's never been known for overthinking
Right.
anything, so.
I'm taking it. I'm taking Pareda, the energy that he would bring to our team.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
he's
That's
in there
another
for
good
sure.
one.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'm taking Mooney.
All right. He's been
Mooney
picked
is
twice.
sneaky athletic.
He was a long jump guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is it long jump?
Triple jump.
Triple jump?
Yeah.
Works with a good track coach in the off season. Obviously can throw. Like
Those are
I'm taking
good.
Mooney. Yeah.
All right. Cal, you haven't been picked yet.
Dodgeball's not my forte.
And on that note, Matt, thank you. Cal, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, that'd be a big slow target, so I don't think that would be his forte at all. But really interesting stuff from Matt Rutledge earlier in that interview. It's a 25-minute conversation, really gets a look at training and the things that they go through and the things that they look into. There's a lot more involved than I think you would think, and the full conversation can be found on our YouTube channel on Seattle Sports our Seattle Sports YouTube channel on YouTube. That was the Mariners Clubhouse Insider. Coming up next, it is time for Picks to Click as we get ever closer to our 4:15 first pitch right here on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Thinking about upgrading your sleep? Now is the time to shop Sleep Number. Trusted by millions for nearly 40 years, Sleep Number offers superior comfort, personalized adjustability, temperature benefits, and value that is unmatched in the industry. And right now, during the Sleep Number Labor Day sale, all mattresses are on sale. Invest in your sleep and experience firsthand Sleep Number's personalized comfort. Stop by a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com to learn more.
They say teachers don't impact for a year, but for a lifetime. Hi, I'm Rick Riz. It's time to honor another Teacher of the Week with a $500 classroom grant courtesy of your local credit union, WSECU.
This week's Teacher of the Week is Erin Lee from Ferrucci Junior High in Puyallup. Congratulations, and thank you to WSECU for honoring this year's Teacher of the Week recipients.
Great teachers truly inspire. To see this year's Teachers of the Week, visit mynorthwest.com/teacher.
2027 Mariners season ticket memberships are on sale now, and the benefits start right away. Members get access to exclusive discounts, T-Mobile Park pre-sales, and more. And there are two great options. Reserved memberships let you secure the best locations in the ballpark, whether you want to catch 20 games or the whole season, or go with a flex membership and choose your seats, games, and number of tickets as you go.
Swung on and destroyed. Grand slam, Cal Raleigh.
Come on board today at mariners.com/27.
The Summer Signature Sales Event is happening now exclusively at Lexus of Bellevue. For a limited time, take advantage of exceptional offers on the luxurious Lexus RX, TX, NX, and ES. Plus, shop an outstanding selection of Lexus certified pre-owned vehicles, each backed by the quality and confidence you expect from Lexus. Every vehicle is priced to sell during our Summer Signature Sales Event. Visit Lexus of Bellevue today or shop online at lexusofbellevue.com and discover why luxury starts here.
You don't have to go to the ballpark to enjoy the magic of the Mariners hot dogs from heaven. Hempler's All-Beef Franks are the official hot dogs from heaven. Since 1934, Hempler's has crafted premium Franks made with 100% beef, no fillers, gluten-free, and bursting with home run flavor. So when the Mariners are on the road, grab a pack of Hempler's All-Beef Franks, fire up the grill, and bring the ballpark home. Hempler's, the official hot dogs from heaven. The official airline of the Seattle Mariners is your new gateway to the world. Alaska Airlines is the hometown airline of Seattle and now the fourth largest U.S. global airline, with new nonstops to Seoul, Tokyo, Rome, and London, with many more ahead. Experience your dream global getaway aboard Alaska's new 787 Dreamliner, featuring private suites with lie-flat seats, chef-curated food and beverages, and entertainment screens at every seat. Book your next adventure today at alaskaair.com.
Hey Mariner fans, Cal Raleigh here for Virginia Mason Franciscan Health, the trusted sports medicine providers of the Mariners. Take it from a catcher. Squatting behind the plate for 9 innings is tough on the knees. I stay in the game by staying consistent with my stretching and warm-up routines. You don't have to be a pro to treat your body like one. To stay on your game, talk to the same sports medicine specialist we trust. Find yours at vmfh.org/Mariners.
Find a sports medicine specialist today at vmfh.org/Mariners.
Hey Mariners fans, play Mariners Bingo presented by Farmers Insurance at marinersbingo.com. Compete for incredible prizes like game tickets and autographed memorabilia from your favorite Mariners players. Whether you're at the ballpark, relaxing at home, or on the go, the excitement is always at your fingertips. It's free, it's easy, and it's the perfect way to win exciting prizes while staying connected to all things Mariners baseball. Don't miss out. Head to marinersbingo.com now and start playing Mariners Bingo, presented by Farmers Insurance.
Mariners baseball on Seattle Red on 770.
Taking a look at the Star Rental Sports Desk, a really interesting night in Detroit as Tarek Skubal takes the mound against his former team, this time in Detroit. And he just walked out on the field, and it was a full standing ovation, is what the reports are right now from Detroit. Yeah, that's a tough one right there. Also, in the pregame media session there, it sounds like Justin Verlander may have a legitimate chance to make one more start in a Tigers uniform before he hangs it up. He's coming back from injuries on the IL, and just he has announced his retirement, but would like to get back up on that mound. And they're thinking that it is looking like he might have might be able to make one more start. This update is brought to you by Star Rentals, the preferred supplier to the West contractors. Find one of their 18 Pacific Northwest locations at starrentals.com. So here we are. Big series. Probably haven't emphasized how big that is. Big series. Big road trip. Got to get into September. Hopefully you pick up another game or so, and if not, hopefully you don't fall back. But this one is probably the one that you circle and say, okay, this, yeah, you're gritting your teeth there, Gary, on Picks to Click.
I mean, Cease is legit. He's Cy Young contender. Maybe not a contender. Maybe he's the leader in the clubhouse right now for the Cy Young. He's been awesome. So they're going to need some things to go right tonight. Maybe they'll throw a ton of pitches early. Also, a home run along the way would help. And why not Josh Naylor back home in Canada?
Okay.
Josh Naylor homer. That's my pick.
That's some good energy this afternoon in the clubhouse and out on the field. A little bouncier than usual, probably because he's back home right now. But, put on a show, Josh. I'm all for that. Good pick. Uh-oh.
He
took your pick.
Oh. It's all right. Dang it.
I know that look right there.
Well, I just thought he had 2 days off.
There's no wagering and there's no
Exactly.
fighting on this. There is just no. No fighting.
I am going to pivot to Dom Canzone.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Dom Canzone. He's just looked so good at the plate lately, and it hasn't mattered, right-handed, left-handed, really good pitcher, right-hander like Dylan Cease. I think he's going to leave the yard tonight.
Dom Canzone, hitter.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He's turned himself, and I mean, he was good last year too, but man, hearing him talk about it a little bit more and I know I have all this power.
It is unbelievable. Like, if you see him in person, and I kind of giggle during the batting practice early because he and Cole Young have this thing and they go back and forth, and Dom Canzone literally beats him every day. Okay, every day. I don't know that Cole Young has ever won the power contest that they have back and forth, but he just, I'm talking his line drives, like everything. It's Julio-esque off of Dom Canzone's bat.
But he does the right thing. He doesn't go out there and try to, and I think there has been even a little bit more adjustment made on that. I think he's getting into being the hitter that he is right now.
Somebody said to him, and it clicked with him, he said, all I have to do is touch it, and it's going to go. And that's what he's doing.
Same thing they say to Julio.
Yeah, exactly. All I'm doing, all I have to do is meet the ball, think up the middle, and it's going to go. And then every once in a while, he's going to see it a little early and really catch it out front, and then it's leaving the yard.
Oh, yeah, and it's going far. It's not just getting over the fence. It is going far. And he's the DH tonight, which he is perfectly comfortable with, something that many younger hitters are not. So Dom Canzone has been a lot of fun to watch what he has done this year.
I'm still mad at you about Josh Naylor. I'm looking at you.
Okay, we'll let you pick first tomorrow. Hey, no, back. No violence in the booth. Everything's fine. Okay, coming up next, we are going to run down all the news, notes, and nuggets, and there are plenty today, the lineups, and also check out what is going on around the rest of baseball, which I mentioned earlier, a lot of things. This is a fun night to scoreboard watch. All that as we continue here on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
For over 50 years, Michael's Toyota of Bellevue has helped local drivers find the right Toyota for their lifestyle. And now, the lineup is electric. Leading off the 26BZ, Toyota's battery electric SUV, plus a full selection of hybrids and plug-in hybrids, built for just about everything life throws at you. Enjoy fewer stops at the pump, lower emissions, and Toyota's legendary reliability. When you're ready for what's next, step up to Michael's Toyota of Bellevue, your destination for electric. For the life you live, ToyotaofBellevue.com.
Keith Ashby here with Pella Windows of Western Washington. For 41 seasons, Rick Riz has been the voice behind so many unforgettable baseball summers here in the Northwest. Rick, it's been a privilege to share the airwaves with you, and on behalf of all of us at Pella of Western Washington, thank you for the memories and for everything you've given this community. To celebrate Rick's final season, we'd love to give 30% off installation or 6 months with no payments and no interest. Rick, we love you, and what a career.
Do you hear that? Something's calling. A call to climb your own mountain, no matter how it might look. A call to let doubt eat our dust, express ourselves, and leave it all on the court. A call to community, where Multicare helps you find your healthier you. Health is calling, and Multicare is here to help you answer. Learn more at multicare.org.
Seattle baseball fans, why book a road trip when you can own one? Monthly RV payments for less than a hotel weekend, plus tax write-off benefits. Hit the road at ValleyRVSupercenter.com, where journeys begin. Valley prices, peak adventures.
It's like having your very own scouting department.
Got a fastball at 97.
The Daily Mariners newsletter keeps you connected to the very latest insider access you'll only get from the home of the Mariners. Subscribe at seattlesports.com/newsletter.
Swing and a fly ball, deep right field.
2025 was a season to remember. Now celebrate the Mariners' 50th season with the new Seattle Mariners credit card. Get cash back on everyday purchases, discounts on tickets and merchandise.
The crowd is going crazy here at T-Mobile Park.
Show your Mariners pride with the new Mariners cashback card. Apply today at globalcu.org. Global Credit Union, proud partner of the Seattle Mariners. Membership required. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to credit approval.
Hard work isn't just a job, it's a way of life. That's why Whistle Workwear carries Wolverine boots, built for the people who show up every day ready to get the job done. Tough, dependable, and built for all-day comfort. Hey, and if you manage a crew, join our Pro Partners program for a wide selection of head-to-toe workwear and easy, hassle-free account management. Whistle Workwear, for people who do hard work. Visit us online at whistleworkwear.com or at one of our 9 Western Washington locations.
Hey, Mike Salk here for Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, and not all getaways are going to earn 4 diamonds, but you can experience the 4 Diamond Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, where the breathtaking views, elevated dining, and world-class gaming and entertainment make the perfect escape. Also, check out upcoming shows. You got 80s pop sensation Taylor Dane on September 6th, or local rock legends Queensryche on October 10th. Tickets at snocasino.com. You can elevate your next getaway. That's 4 Diamond and Seattle's closest Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. Please game responsibly.
Hi, everybody. Rick Riz here. Come to Sandberg Volvo in Linwood for an unbelievable selection of new and certified Volvos, plus a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles in every make and model. Sandberg Volvo is the only consistent Excellence Award winner in the entire Pacific Northwest for customer service. Enjoy valet service and free towing, plus an exclusive lifetime warranty on parts and labor with any service visit. It's a quick drive from anywhere. Sandberg Volvo in Linwood, or visit SandbergVolvoCars.com.
Mariners baseball on Seattle Red on 770.
We are getting ready for baseball here in Toronto. The roof is open. Absolutely glorious, glorious day here north of the border. Going to be a little bit cooler this evening, and that's fine, but they have had great crowds here, we are told, and this is just such a great place to play baseball, particularly when that roof is open, and that's what we are seeing tonight. We've got a good pitching matchup. Emerson Hancock and Dylan Cease to take the hill. We will get to the lineups in just 1 second, but I do want to take a look at everything that is going on around the game tonight. We'll keep you posted on everything throughout the game, and then hopefully after what is an absolutely delightful Mariners victory on the post-game show, it is time for the Chevy Equinox scoreboard. Bigger, bolder, and built for the Northwest. The all-wheel drive Equinox is where Northwest adventures begin. One final from earlier today. Reds beat the Cubs 10-8, and then everything else is either just getting underway and is scoreless, double-checking, yes, nothing in the first inning so far, or coming up later tonight. But what is coming up later tonight? You've got the Dodgers and the Tigers just now getting underway in Detroit, and as I mentioned, Tarek Skubal on the hill in Detroit in a Dodgers uniform right now. Yankees and the Red Sox are separated by 2 games in the wild card standings. They begin a 4-game series tonight in the Bronx, and something to keep an eye on with the Red Sox, and this may have happened and I may have missed it today, but Roman Anthony and Trevor Story could return from the IL this weekend for Boston, and that, of course, is significant because that's where the Mariners go next. Guardians, they are going to take the field against the Royals in about a half hour. They are looking for their 8th straight win right now. Royals have been playing very good baseball, too. That should be interesting. Of course, the Guardians are, they factor heavily into the wild card situation, and they also have a tiebreaker against the Mariners. So any win against the Guardians is a good thing for the Mariners. The Rangers will be in Milwaukee to take on the Brewers. Cody Bradford, Logan Henderson going for Milwaukee. You like that. And then Hunter Brown will square off against Christian Scott also later tonight with the Astros holding on by their fingertips to the lead in the AL West as they match up against the Mets. in New York. So that is what's going on with the scoreboard. And as I mentioned, just so much to keep an eye out for with what's going on. Mariners news, notes, and nuggets. The biggest is Bryce Miller is heading to the pen as he looks to get things worked out, but also help the Mariners on this final stretch. So we don't know how long this will be for, but they are hoping that those shorter innings that he has out of the pen, he's able to find some consistency, and they really want him to attack with that fastball. The probables for the remainder of the series for the Mariners, and they just got released when Dan Wilson spoke with the media. It, of course, is Emerson Hancock tonight, and tomorrow we will get to see Cade Anderson again, and then on Sunday, Logan Gilbert gets bumped into that Sunday spot. He'll still have that extra day's rest because of the off day yesterday. On the injury front, Brendan Donovan is with the team. He is eligible to come off of the concussion list tomorrow, but that's likely not going to happen. They want to give him a day under normal baseball environment and game environment and just see and make sure that everything is okay when the noise gets turned up here, when the crowd gets louder, the lights, everything that you have to worry about coming off of a concussion. So hopefully he continues to move in a good direction, and we're talking about an activation with him sometime soon. Lineup for the Mariners tonight against Dylan Cease. This is what we've got. Randy Rosarena is at the top and left, followed by Dom Canzone, the designated hitter. Julio Rodriguez batting third in center field. Josh Naylor, the cleanup hitter at first base. Cal Raleigh behind the plate bats fifth. Cole Young follows at second. Taylor Ward in right field tonight. J.P. Crawford third base. Brock Rodden rounding out the nine at shortstop. Coming up next, it's time for Out of Left Field with Gary and Goldie. Goldie's got the night off tonight. Daniel Kramer from Mariners.com will jump in and take on the duties, and I believe they're going to be looking back at what happened here the last time these two teams met in this locale. That comes up next as we continue right here on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
This summer, your neighbors at Three Tree Roofing love telling you, no high-pressure sales pitches, no Band-Aid fixes that will fail in the wintertime, no outrageous pricing from a franchise company that's not even from here. We're local and family-owned, and our team will build a worry-free plan for your roof replacement completely free. Visit 3treeroofing.com to schedule your free estimate and get an additional $500 discount. That's 3 Tree Roofing, your Puget Sound roofing experts.
Every Saturday night, Skagit Speedway provides fun family auto racing entertainment for fans of all ages. Check out SkagitSpeedway.com for all the details. There's nothing like a Skagit Speedway Super Saturday night.
Your business depends on technology. Make sure it's protected. Pacific Office Automation delivers managed IT and cybersecurity solutions that help businesses stay secure, efficient, and always connected. With proactive monitoring and a responsible support team behind you, Pacific Office Automation helps keep your systems running and your data protected. Pacific Office Automation is proud to celebrate 50 years of serving businesses alongside the Seattle Mariners as they celebrate their 50th season. Pacific Office Automation, problem solved.
Rick Riz here. When you want delicious food made with care, you've got to visit my friends at Rimini Restaurant. From pasta to seafood to classic favorites, they do it right. Treat yourself to a great meal today at Rimini Restaurant.
Jeff Passan, every Tuesday morning at 8:30 with Brock and Salk.
Are we seeing the Mariners start to turn into the team we thought they were going to be?
Maybe. I still think they are the best team in the American League West. That's what I always keep coming back to, guys. There are 30 games left in this season, and somehow they are in a position to still run away with the West.
Get more on the Seattle Sports YouTube page and the Seattle Sports app.
This is Gary Hill for Arnold's Appliance. It's back. The Battle of the Barbecues on August 29th. Meet Misty Benchero, the Seattle butcher's wife herself, for live grilling demos featuring the best grills out there and premium meats from E.C. Wilson Meat Company.
Swing in today and buy a qualifying grill by October 31st and receive up to a $500 E.C. Wilson gift card or $500 off an appliance purchase at Arnold's Appliance. For details, visit arnoldsappliance.com.
Running a business in the Northwest already comes with enough surprises. Insurance should not be one of them. When a major claim puts your business at risk, you expect your insurance company to step up. When they delay, underpay, or start looking for reasons not to cover the loss, Bastion Law is ready to step in. Bastion represents Washington businesses in serious insurance disputes, helping owners protect what they've worked so hard to build. Bastion Law, Seattle-based, business-minded, ready when the stakes are high. Learn more at bastion.law/radio.
Keep your summer fun going during Toyota's national sales event with Corolla Cross. Now through August 31st, lease a new 26 Corolla Cross gas for $319 a month for 36 months with $29.99 due at signing for a contract cost of $14,164. Excludes all applicable taxes and government fees. A negotiable dock fee of $200 is included with approved credit through TFS. Price will vary based on accessories. Call 1-888-48-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Seattle Red on 770.
It's the Mariners pregame show. Gary Hill alongside Jan Kramer from MLB.com in for Aaron Goldsmith. We appreciate that. Mariners taking on the Blue Jays. I know the Mariners have played the Blue Jays already this year, but this feels a little different being back in Toronto. The Mariners have not been here since losing Game 7 of the American League Championship Series a year ago. So it feels like this is dredging up some emotions from a year ago.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, too, because until that night last October, I think the main core memory for this core group was when we were here in 22, yes. You know, the highest of high emotions of this entire era, really. Like when you think about like the core players who've been here, the foundational players who were on both of those rosters, and now the same venue being the site of one of the most gut-wrenching losses. And so, it's a lot of those kinds of emotions, experiences. You're wondering how they're going to manifest over the course of this weekend, especially. I wanted to talk to a few guys about this, but they were kind of scattered doing all their pre-series work this afternoon, so didn't really get to check in with a ton of them. And it's obviously not the most fun conversation either. But you have to wonder how much it's going to be weighing on their minds coming into this. Just even though it's been so long and so much has changed, of course it's still got to be a fresh wound for, just given the stakes of everything and how close they were. So we'll see. Coming into this weekend, they're obviously in a much different place than where they were at this time last year. But they still have pretty much everything in front of them that they want to accomplish for as tough of a season it's been with the highs and the lows. That said, the Blue Jays, you could argue, have been even more disappointing and face it's clear that the division's not going to be there for the taking for them. And, maybe they can sneak in at the wild card. So just to see, where both teams are, it feels like yesterday they were a year ago.
I know.
But also eons ago in the same context.
No, you're right. The similarities between the two seasons and how it's played out. But it does feel like the Mariners are in a better position because of the division. Because you look at the wild card, it is such a mess. And there's so many teams that you have to fend off to try and get there. The Blue Jays have a big series against Cleveland coming up after this. Right now, Cleveland is holding the third wild card. So they're just kind of in a mix with a bunch of different teams. It feels like the path for the Mariners is much cleaner when you talk about Houston, Texas, and, of course, the thing about the Mariners as we look at the calendar, once they get past this trip, things really open in September schedule-wise.
For sure. I think this is, you get the tough revisitation of where you had your worst moment last year for this weekend, and then you go to Boston to play a really good Red Sox team that's been on a heater pretty much all summer long. That's a challenging road trip. But like you said, once that calendar flips and you look at the favorable matchups that are going to be out there for the entire final month, you don't want to cash your checks before you get to the bank, but at the same time, it's lining up very nicely for how things could play out. So I think it's 17 games combined against the A's, the Angels, and the Rockies. So far, they're 8-4 against those two teams from the AL West I just mentioned. And going into Colorado, for their final road trip of the season. It's not like they're going into Houston or somewhere with like a pressure-packed environment. Again, you still got to go out and win those games for sure. But I've been of the belief, and this is just like my own feeling, that if they're within 3 on September 1st, there's a really good chance that they're going to be able to pull this off, especially when you look at the head-to-head tiebreaker that you've already secured against the Astros. Personally, I don't really think that the Rangers are going to be a legitimate threat on the final day of the season for the division. So if you're looking at the head-to-head that you're facing against, what they've got coming up against them for their September schedule, and the fact that they do have 2 more against the Astros as well at T-Mobile Park, you still want to be within striking distance, but it is shaping up pretty favorably.
Thanks, a fair way to look at it. Daniel, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
We're brought to you by Toyota of Renton and Toyota of Kirkland. Back with more right after this.
Pre-game coverage of your Seattle Mariners has been brought to you by Muckleshoot Casino Resort, WSECU, and by 3 Tree Roofing.
Julio reels it in.
Don't go anywhere. First pitch is next.
If you're a business owner, you know it can be a real slugfest out there. That's why businesses have counted on Mechanics Bank since 1905. With business loans, lines of credit, and a full suite of cash management solutions, they can help you build your lineup to meet today's business challenges and tomorrow's opportunities. So stop by, call, or visit mechanicsbank.com/baseball. Mechanics Bank, where relationships matter. Member FDIC, all loans subject to program eligibility and credit approval.
With even lower pricing on select steel battery-powered mowers, trimmers, and other tools, now is the perfect time to upgrade your outdoor equipment. Rick is here for steel. Get the steel performance you need, know, and love at even a better value. With longer run times, quick charges, durability, and easy to operate, Steel's battery-powered outdoor tools are perfect for your job. Steel, the official outdoor power equipment provider of the Seattle Mariners. Visit SteelUSA.com to find your nearest Steel dealer. Dealer prices may vary.
Plans for Labor Day weekend? Make the journey to Legends Casino Hotel in the middle of the beautiful Yakima Valley. Their spacious rooms, Sage Spa, and brand new water slide and lazy river will help you close out the summer with an unforgettable trip you'll want to repeat. When you're at Legends Casino Hotel, become a Legends Rewards member for free and enjoy exclusive discounts, giveaways, drawings, and point multipliers. Drive over while listening to the game and make this season legendary. Legends Casino Hotel, within winning distance.
Hey Mariners fans, Dan Wilson here for Virginia Mason Franciscan Health, the trusted sports medicine provider for our team and for our fans. This season, for every run scored, Mariners Care will donate to the Center for Neurosciences and Spine at Virginia Mason Franciscan Health. Every time we raise the Trident, we donate to advance patient care and research that helps deliver exceptional care to our fans. Visit vmfh.org/runs for research to help us create a healthier Northwest.
This is Mariners Baseball on Seattle Red. On 770 KTTH Seattle, 97.3 KIRO FM, HD3 Tacoma Seattle, 94.5 K233 DT Eastwood, 33 BU Seattle.
Welcome to the initial voyage of the Seattle Mariners.
Number 60, the modern-day Bambino, Cal Raleigh.
Welcome to Mariners Radio. Celebrating 50 years of Seattle Mariners baseball.
Lasered, center field. Has he done it again? Yes, he has! Josh Naylor.
Play-by-play coverage of the defending American League West champion Seattle Mariners is brought to you by your Western Washington Toyota dealers, Supercuts, and by Valley RV Super Center.
Holy smokes!
Now, let's go live to the ballpark for Seattle Mariners baseball.
Welcome to Seattle Mariners baseball. Great to have you with us tonight from Toronto. It's been a while since the Mariners have been here. The last time they were, devastation, losing Game 7 of the American League Championship Series. This year, though, both teams fighting it out for their playoff lives. Gary Hill with you alongside Angie Menting. Shannon Dreyer with us as well. Nathan Gemmett in our Seattle studios. Big road trip for the Mariners. 3 against the Blue Jays, 3 against the Red Sox before the September push, starting at home after that. Dylan Cease on the mound for the Blue Jays. Probably the front runner for the Cy Young in the American League. He has been tremendous this season. The Mariners will have their hands full Emerson Hancock on the other side. He really shut down the Blue Jays earlier this season in Seattle. So should be a good matchup as the Mariners look for game one of the series. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the starting lineups behind Emerson when we return right after this.
Swung on and destroyed. Grand slam, Cal Raleigh.
2027 Mariners season ticket memberships are on sale now, and the benefits start right away. Members get access to exclusive discounts, T-Mobile Park pre-sales, and more. Come on board today with one of two great options. Reserved memberships let you secure the best locations in the ballpark so you can make your favorite spot home all summer long. Whether you want to catch 20 games or the whole season.
Young with a diving catch. Cole Young taking a hit away.
Or go with a Flex membership and enjoy the freedom to choose your seats, games, and number of tickets as you go. Terrace Club, bleachers, right behind the dugout. Build your season any way you want. All plans include great savings and member perks. Secure yours today at mariners.com/27.
Swung on and missed a slider straight venom. Andres Munoz with the punch out.
Mariners baseball. Right ends up.
Hey, Mariners fans. Play Mariners Bingo presented by Farmers Insurance at marinersbingo.com. Compete for incredible prizes like game tickets and autographed memorabilia from your favorite Mariners players. Whether you're at the ballpark, relaxing at home, or on the go, the excitement is always at your fingertips. It's free, it's easy, and it's the perfect way to win exciting prizes while staying connected to all things Mariners baseball. Don't miss out. Head to marinersbingo.com now and start playing Mariners Bingo. Presented by Farmers Insurance.
Relax and let Fred Meyer Pickup handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items, then choose your favorites, carefully pack everything up, and load it right into your trunk so you can feel confident it's what you ordered. Fresh groceries your way with Fred Meyer Pickup and Delivery. And right now, you can save $20 on your first pickup or delivery order. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Seattle Red on 770.
It's the Mariners and the Blue Jays game one as we take a look at the starting lineups presented by NC Machinery. Right now, qualified buyers can take advantage of 0% financing on Caterpillar compact equipment. Visit ncmachinery.com for details and exclusions. Here's tonight's starting lineup for the Mariners.
It's time for the Mariners starting lineup, presented by NC Machinery. Leading off in left field.
Grande Rosarena, y soy cubano y mexicano.
Goodbye, baseball! Randy Rosarena walks it off.
Batting second, DH.
Dominic Canzone, Cleveland, Ohio, The Ohio State University.
Dom Canzone jumping up and down. He's going to take a tour around the bases.
Batting third, the center fielder.
Julio Rodriguez from Loma de Cabrera, Dominican Republic.
Leaps up and he makes the catch. Tumbles to the warning track. Holy smokes, what a catch by Julio Rodriguez.
Batting cleanup, the first baseman.
Josh Naylor, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada.
Sail away, Josh Naylor. He clears them all with one big swing.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
Big jumper, Florida State.
Grand slam, Cal Raleigh.
Batting sixth, at second base.
Cole Young, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Cole Young, one big swing. He has tied it.
Batting seventh, the right fielder.
Taylor Ward, Fresno State.
Say fair ball and it's gone. Goodbye, baseball.
Hitting eighth, the third baseman.
J.P. Crawford, Long Beach, California.
J.P. Crawford coming through huge for the M's.
Batting ninth, the shortstop.
Brock Rodden, Chicoda, Oklahoma, Oakdale High School.
He wants three. The throw is cut off. He is standing on third. A triple for Brock Rodden.
And taking the ball for the Mariners.
Emerson Hancock, Cairo, Georgia, the University of Georgia.
Swung on and missed. Badly fooled on a sweeper. Emerson Hancock, strikeout 14. Yeah, Mariners are hoping for a little of that tonight against the Blue Jays game one. Mariners and Blue Jays from Toronto. We are all set for baseball. We'll come back. First pitch and play-by-play coming your way right after this.
You know
what would cost more than a monthly payment on a brand new RV? A weekend in a Seattle hotel. Think about that. Your own kitchen, your own bed, your own rules for less than 2 nights downtown. Plus, your RV can qualify as a second home, which means the interest could be tax deductible. Valley RV Supercenter in Kent is the #1 Jayco dealer in the country with twice the industry warranty and RVTI certified technicians. This season, make every away game a road trip. ValleyRVSupercenter.com, where journeys begin.
Whether you're sliding into home or trying to stay active, injuries happen. The team at Evergreen Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine provides expert surgical and non-surgical care, plus physical rehabilitation to get you back in the lineup. Visit evergreenhealth.com for a location near you.
What is that sound? Ugh, that sounds like a plumbing sound. Luckily, there's a company that fixes all the plumbing sounds across Puget Sound. That's All Sound Plumbing. Puget Sound's plumbing experts. Have a sound? Visit allsoundplumbing.com.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Seattle Red on 770.
You can commemorate 50 seasons of Mariners baseball with a commemorative publication chronicling the history of the franchise and the 50 greatest Mariners players, unveiled earlier this month. Publication available now at all Mariners team store locations. Get yours today. Well, Ange, the Mariners back in Toronto. I know it's been almost a year, but still some emotions brought to the surface with the Mariners returning here after not being here since last October, being bounced and eliminated from the postseason in a heartbreaking Game 7. So everyone working through those emotions as we get ready for Game 1 of this series.
I started a day on the couch, telling my therapist all sorts of things about what I was going to face walking into this building today. The one thing, I know this sounds crazy, my mind should go there, Gary, but where it takes me more is how weirdly similar these two teams are this year. I mean, you look at their records, they're similar. You look at their postseason positioning. Now they have no chance in the AL East, but in regards to the wild card, they're neck and neck there. The big bopper, Vlad Guerrero Jr. has just cratered in regards to his power this year. Cal Raleigh hasn't been there. So there's just so many different similarities I see between these two teams.
Here's the first pitch of the night from Cease to Rosarena. It's a strike over the corner, and we are underway from Toronto. Well, the Mariners have the work cut out for him tonight. Dylan Cease has been magnificent this year for the Blue Jays. A 2.37 ERA. That's fourth in baseball. A ton of strikeouts. Wines delivers. And he sends it downstairs. That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
But my thoughts in how even these two teams are, Gary, kind of take me back to last year. And these teams were so even going into Game 7. And here they are again.
Here's the offer. And that's away. 2 balls and 1 strike. No, you're right. And you're absolutely right about the similarities this year. Nearly identical records coming into this game. 65-70 for the Blue Jays, 64-70 for the Mariners. Cease into the wind. Here's the pitch. Swung on, slap back to the screen. The one big difference, the Mariners play in the AL West, so the division title is still there to grab. Blue Jays last in the East, and really their only postseason hope is to win the wild card.
Yeah, and that's why these games are so incredibly critical for both these teams. But again, to the Toronto Blue Jays, this is their only hope.
The 2-2. It's outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 96 just off the corner. Cease over 200 strikeouts this year. Goes into the motion. Here comes his 3-2. Swung on, popped up, third base side, foul ground. Okamoto over in foul territory, reaches up, makes the catch. That's the first out. Well, the good thing, if you're going to be retired by Cease, a 6-pitch at bat, the more pitches the Mariners can put on him early, the better.
The better. You mentioned his over 200 strikeouts. He's got 209 heading into today's game, and through 24 starts, that's the most in Blue Jays history through 24 starts. I thought that was incredible, more than Roger Clemens.
Here's the pitch to Dom. He watches it down low for a ball. First pitch of the game was brought to you by Michael's Toyota of Bellevue. Since 1974, that's Michael's Toyota of Bellevue, for the life you live. Mariners coming off of a great homestand. Rams have won 4 of their past 6. Here's the pitch. That's a strike on the corner. They took 2 of 3 from the Phillies, 2 of 3 from the Cubs, which is especially encouraging when you look at how the September schedule looks for the Mariners. Here comes the 1-1 from Cease. Swung on and destroyed. It's on its way. It is gone. Dom Canzone hammers a ball into right field. One big swing, and the Mariners have the lead 1-0. Dom, 20th home run of the season, the first time in his career, and that was loud.
This is what happens when you take my pick to click and Josh Naylor and you make me pivot. Who do I pivot to? Dom Canzone, and Canzone with an absolute missile, 113 miles per hour off the bat. It was touched.
Here's Julio. Well, that's one way to start this thing. Here's the pitch to him. That's up and away. That was 433 feet for Dom. It got out of here so fast.
Well, we were talking about it when we were talking about picks to click. It's just the ball explodes off his bat. Doesn't jump. Explodes.
Pitch swung on, hit high, deep right field. Lucas back. He's just in front of the track. He makes the catch. 2 away. Canzone, 20 home runs for the first time in his career. He joins Randy and Julio, all have 20 on the season. Here's Josh Naylor, returning home to Canada. Here's the pitch to him. That's a strike. Well, we've seen one replay of the Dom home run. I need to see it again because I think it was Brian Wu might have the best reaction. Just mouth wide open. What was that? Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away, third base side. So the Mariners a 1-0 lead early.
You know, sometimes when a guy's power is talked about, guys will talk about the sound it makes coming off the bat. Like, oh, you can just hear it. It's just different. When you watch Dom Canzone, it's the way it comes off the bat. It's not necessarily sound. It just jumps off his bat.
Here's the pitch. Down low. So the Mariners, they run early on Cease. He's only given up 10 home runs this year now. I mean, in a lot of ways, he's been invincible outside of a high walk rate. Other than that, he's been great at everything. Here comes the pitch. And it's a touch outside. Taken. Good take by Josh. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Mariners. Dom Canzone, a solo home run. Big crowd on hand, as usual in Toronto. Cease steps into the pitch. Here it is. Off the plate. Another good take. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's one thing that we've really seen in the last few games. We're trying to pinpoint why this Mariners offense has gotten going. Better pitch selection. They are not chasing as much outside the zone.
Cease steps, steals. Swung on a rope, but foul off the netting, just wide of the Mariners' first base dugout. Mariners 8-5 in their last 13. And really a grueling part of their schedule. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays, they've lost 3 of their past 4 games. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, lifted, foul territory, third base out of play. This is not a bad thing. Every pitch that Cease has to throw is valuable to the Mariners.
Yeah, and I would like to say, hey, get him out early, but I will say this about Cease this year. He's not afraid to go over the 100 mark. He's gone over the 100 mark in 11 of his last 12 starts, but any chance you get of getting him out earlier is the better.
The pitch swung on, popped up, out of play. He threw 111 pitches, to your point, in his last time out. He is not afraid to go over 100. This is going to be pitch number 9 coming up to Josh. Mariners on top 1-0. Just underway from Toronto. Cease into the motion. The pitch. Swung on a dribbler right back to Cease. Gloves it with the big red glove. Long underhand toss and plenty of time to get the out. That's it for the Mariners. They get one. Dom Canzone, a solo home run here in the top of the first. We'll come back. 1-0 Mariners. It's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Introducing the Seattle Mariners 50th Season Pin Series, presented by KeyBank. During select games at T-Mobile Park, fans will have a chance to collect a limited edition commemorative pin, each celebrating Mariners history. Miss the game? The next day, pins will be available at select KeyBank branches while supplies last. Register your pins for a chance to win 2 tickets and VIP batting practice viewing at a future Mariners home game. Get game dates and locations of participating branches at mariners.com/pins. KeyBank, proud personal bank partner of the Seattle Mariners. Member FDIC.
Plans for Labor Day weekend? Make the journey to Legends Casino Hotel in the middle of the beautiful Yakima Valley. Their spacious rooms, Sage Spa, and brand new water slide and lazy river will help you close out the summer with an unforgettable trip you'll want to repeat. When you're at Legends Casino Hotel, become a Legends Rewards member for free and enjoy exclusive discounts, giveaways, drawings, and point multipliers. Drive over while listening to the game and make this season legendary. Legends Casino Hotel, within winning distance.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins AeroBurst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of AeroBurst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
With over 50 years of experience, Weikert agents have guided thousands of buyers and sellers through every facet of homeownership. Don't settle for good, go for great. Work with a Weikert agent today. Each Weikert franchised office is independently owned and operated.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Seattle Red on 770.
Well, the Mariners off to a good start. It's a 1-0 lead. Dom Canzone, solo home run. That's our legendary moment brought to you by Miller Lite. Legendary moment, start with a light. When it's game time, it is Miller time. So Emerson Hancock will take the ball against the Blue Jays here. Brett Bateman leads things off. Nathan Lucas after that. Then Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who was booed yesterday here. The Blue Jays played a night game against the Royals, wrapping up the series. Pretty ugly game. Blue Jays lost 13-2. Here's the pitch to Bateman. That's upstairs.
You told me that. That's just shocking.
It is. It's
gotten to that point.
It's been a rough year for Vlad, but it finally, between the performance and the game, fans booed him yesterday. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hot shot past J.P. Crawford into left field. A leadoff base hit for Bateman.
And you can understand why he was such a high prospect with the Cubs before coming over in the Kevin Gausman trade. I mean, he just puts the ball in play and he hits it all over the field. Him going the opposite way here to the left side through the hole, the 5-6 hole between Brock Rodden and J.P. Crawford.
Here's Nathan Lucas batting second in the lineup for the Blue Jays. J.P. Crawford playing way in at third base. Hancock delivers. Bateman takes off. The pitch is a strike, throw to second base. The tag applied. He is safe. His second stolen base. Bateman debuted at the beginning of this month, so he's not been up long. Came over in the Gausman trade, and he's provided a spark at the top of the lineup in scoring position now.
Yeah, after the hit, now this stolen base. He's got a hit in 13 of the 17 games he's played with, or played in, I should say. He's an impressive young player.
Here's a pitch from Hancock. Swung on, swatted foul, third base side. Hancock, wonderful season. Start number 25 for Emerson, a 3.37 ERA on the year. He faced the Blue Jays in Seattle and was great. 7 innings of 2-hit ball, did not allow a run. Struck out 5, a 4-0 win for the Mariners. Here's the pitch. It's upstairs. Mariners won the series in Seattle against the Blue Jays, winning 2-1 and really dominated on the mound. Blue Jays scored 2 runs in the series. 27 innings thrown for the Mariners. 2 runs scored. Here's the pitch. Swung on, slow roller, first base side, bounding ball picked up by Hancock. He applies the tag after going to a slide, and Lucas is tagged out. Bateman goes into third base. That's an athletic play by the Mariners starter.
It was, but he kind of came up and winced a little bit and then started stretching out his left quad. So hopefully everything feels all right, but now the trainers are going to come out and have a conversation.
Yeah, not ideal.
It was a fantastic play by Emerson Hancock, making the play, sliding, and then getting over into the baseline.
Yeah, you can see the grimace right away. They're going to have him throw a couple of pitches here. It's the last thing you want to see.
No, it looked like he kind of his groin area is what he immediately grabbed at.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
He threw the pitch and grimaced again. Mariners off yesterday, start of a 6-game trip, and this doesn't look great. With just 1 out in the first inning. A long conversation going on now after throwing 2 pitches.
Yeah, and Hancock right now is trying to stand there, have the conversation while simultaneously trying to stretch it out.
You don't like what his face looked like after throwing those 2 pitches.
No, it was kind of interesting because the camera has got the full frontal view of him, but the training staff and Dan were behind him. And I was like, you're not seeing the grimaces we're seeing right now.
He's going to stay in. Remember, it wasn't that long ago against Tampa Bay on the road. He got hit by the pitch and had to leave early.
Hit in the hand, yeah.
Here comes Vlad. They're hit by a batted ball, not hit by the pitch. So Vlad batting, infield will play in. Tying run at third base, 1-0 Mariners. Let's see what happens here. Hancock, the pitch. Swung on, hard ground ball, hopping fair ball down the line. Hits the sidewall. Rosarena picks it up. Vlad into second base. It's a double. This game's tied.
That's frustrating if you're Emerson Hancock. You make a great pitch. Four-seam fastball on the black. You get him to roll over it. He hit this ball so poorly, he just happened to sneak it just down the third base line and just fair.
Yeah, barely bringing up chalk down the line. So he's at second base, the go-ahead run now. Here's Springer. The pitch. That's a strike. Springer homered last night. It was the first time he hit a home run in a month. It's been a tough follow-up year from last year where he was such a dynamic player and top 10 in MVP voting. Batting .243 this year. The pitch swung on, guided back to the screen. 13 home runs. Last year, 32 home runs, hit .309. So 1-1 the score. Bottom of the first, runner at second base. Emerson delivers. Swung on, slow roller, picked up by Rodden, charging, throws on the move low, and it's past Naylor. Gets by him. Vlad goes into third base. Naylor immediately fires home, but damage done. Now runners on the corners with only 1 away.
Once again, Emerson Hancock executes the pitch really well. This is a sweeper, low and away. George Springer way out in front, rolls this over to the left side. But Brock Rodden, he'd be the first one to tell you he's got to make a better throw on this play.
So runners on the corners, 1 out. They'll bring up Jesus Sanchez playing left field tonight. Guerrero his lead at third base. Springer at first. Springer 10 steals this year. Here's the offer. That's a strike. These situations so critical when you know Cease is on the other side. Mariners have already gotten one against Cease. 1-1 the score. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. Swung on a missed. That's a good fastball. Kind of watching Emerson with every pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. He's ahead. He would take a punch out, certainly.
Well, the last thing you want to do is not use your legs. You know, if something's wrong with your legs and then resort to using more of your upper body, it's the last thing a pitcher wants to do. Use your big muscles.
Sanchez calls time, steps out. Emerson from the chest, the offer. Swung on, popped up straight back, out of play. Really took some off on a curveball. He's from the stretch, delivers. Swung on, slash foul near the Blue Jays' third base dugout. Very comfortable night in Toronto. Temperatures into the 70s at first pitch. City Connect night, so Toronto wearing black jersey tops, black pants, black helmets. Mariners, the Northwest green tops. The pitch. Springer takes off. It's up and in. That hits Sanchez. And he's just staring at Hancock.
Well, the good news, after Hancock needed a few pitches to see if that groin was going to be okay, his velocity is there. The bad news for Sanchez, the velocity is still there and hit him with 95 and change up and in.
Tough spot now. Bases loaded. Here's Okamoto. Leader in home runs for the Blue Jays. 26 long balls on the season for the rookie third baseman from Japan. Here's Cal Raleigh. He'll walk out to talk to Emerson. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. 1 out, bases jammed. It's a 1-1 game. There's been a big difference between the Blue Jays offense this year and the Blue Jays offense last year. They were top 5 in runs scored a year ago. This year, 29th in runs scored. It's been a big drop off from a year ago. And there's a few reasons why. Bichette going to the Mets. Vladimir Guerrero, George Springer not having the same kind of years. Big spot early. 1-1 game, bases loaded. The pitch. It's in there. Starts him with a fastball. To your point, 96. So the velocity's there. That's a good thing.
Yeah, and it's hard to tell. You know, the last couple of fastballs he has not had command of. They've either gone up into the player or up out of the zone.
The 0-1. Tried to hold a swing, couldn't do it. That's a strike. Another good fastball. No balls, 2 strikes. Strikeout here would be wonderful for Emerson. From the chest, delivers. It's down low. No chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swung on, tagged right field. Ward back at the warning track at the wall, makes the catch, slams into the wall. Vladimir Guerrero tags from third base, he scores, and the Blue Jays have a 2-1 lead. But that could have been worse. Nice catch by Ward.
Really was. It was a great route by him out there in right field, a position that he's still reacclimating to. But yeah, that ball took him all the way to the wall.
That fastball was 97. Runners on the corners. Every situation like this is critical when Cease is on the other side. You're just not going to get realistically that many opportunities to score.
No, you're right, Gary.
Here's Jimenez, the pitch. Swung on, ground ball, hopping up the middle, through. It's a base hit. Springer scores from third. Sanchez hustling around. He's to third base. Blue Jays add one more. It's 3-1.
Again, this is maddening. This is a fantastic pitch. Great location on this fastball, and about a 16 hopper that just makes it way back up the middle and through the infield into center field. Again, he was able to execute the pitch, got the result that he wanted. It just wasn't at somebody.
Here's Clement, the All-Star this year. So again, runners on the corners, 2 outs. Hancock looking for the final out here in the first. 3-1 Blue Jays, the pitch. Swung on, ground ball hopping, this time to Rodden. Under Antos to second, they get the force. And the inning comes to an end, but plenty of damage done. Blue Jays have given Cease a lead. It's 3-1 Toronto. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
This summer, bring Island energy to every game with new Smirnoff Ice Icy Island. Escape with refreshing shaved ice-inspired tropical flavors and smooth, crisp refreshment that's made for backyard watch parties, post-game hangs, and unforgettable moments. Pick up a Smirnoff Ice Icy Island variety pack wherever you shop. Fill the cooler and make every inning feel like an island getaway. Smirnoff Ice Icy Island. Too crisp to resist. Please drink responsibly.
Hard work isn't just a job, it's a way of life. That's why Whistle Workwear carries Wolverine boots, built for the people who show up every day ready to get the job done. Tough, dependable, and built for all-day comfort. Hey, and if you manage a crew, join our Pro Partners program for a wide selection of head-to-toe workwear and easy, hassle-free account management. Whistle Workwear, for people who do hard work. Visit us online at whistleworkwear.com or at one of our 9 Western Washington locations.
Have you downloaded the Seattle Sports app? What are you waiting for?
Julio racing back, makes a leap, and makes the catch!
Every pitch, every game, one app for free.
How about that, folks?
The Seattle Sports app.
This is Gary Hill for Arnold's Appliance. It's back, the Battle of the Barbecues on August 29th. Meet Misty Banchero, the Seattle butcher's wife herself, for live grilling demos featuring the best grills out there and premium meats from E.C. Wilson Meat Company. Swing in today and buy a qualifying grill by October 31st and receive up to a $500 E.C. Wilson gift card or $500 off an appliance purchase at Arnold's Appliance. For details, visit arnoldsappliance.com.
This is Mariners baseball on Seattle Red on 770.
Cease has been handed a 2-run lead now. It's 3-1. Cal Raleigh going to start things for the Mariners in the second. Dom Canzone, a homer in the first. Hancock gave up 3 runs in the first, also appeared to hurt his leg. Stayed in the game, so we'll continue to monitor that situation. Some bad luck in the inning as well for Emerson. So here's Cal. Power against power here. Had a wonderful homestand. 5 home runs on the homestand for Cal. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, smoked, but just off the right field line. It's a foul ball. Fans here in Toronto not fans of Cal Raleigh. All he seems to do is hit home runs against the Blue Jays in his career, especially in this building. Here's the pitch. Swung out and missed, way out in front.
Well, Cease's changeup is such a good pitch, and that's what he got Cal Raleigh out in front of after throwing his 4-seam fastball. And his 4-seam fastball is really only sitting 95 miles an hour. It's not overpowering, but when he can land that changeup, changes everything.
Here's the offer. Swung on and missed. Blows the fastball past Cal. That's the first out in the second inning.
And again, that fastball is only 94 and change, not even 95 miles per hour. But after that changeup, he has so much deception with that pitch. It plays at 98.
And the big weapon for Cease, that slider is devastating. Here's the pitch to Cole Young. He backs him off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Opponent's batting 124 against the slider, and he gets a lot of swing and miss on it. Very high whiff rate. Here's the offer. Swung on, popped up. That's going to get out of play. Cease's walk rate, or strikeout rate rather, is pretty comical. Comically high. I was looking at highest strikeout rates ever in full seasons in baseball. Here comes the pitch from Cease. Swung on, ground ball, foul. If you look at Garrett Cole in 2019, he had a strikeout rate just a touch below 40%, which is the highest any qualified starter has ever had in a full season. Number 2 on the list is actually this year, and it's not Cease. Jacob Mizorowski from the Brewers.
Yeah, that tracks.
Here's the pitch. That's down low. Then you go to Pedro Martinez in 1999, Randy Johnson in 2001, Strider from a couple years ago, Chris Sale in 17, and then Dylan Cease this year, number 7 on the list. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Wow. Really took some off.
Yeah, that changeup is just absolutely filthy. He sells it with that arm speed, and it just looks like a fastball coming out of the hand, and then you commit with your barrel, with your swing path, and then about halfway to home plate you realize, man, that's not a fastball.
So there's a little question. The Mariners will strike out tonight because Cease strikes out everybody. You just hope they're 6-pitch at-bats instead of 3-pitch at-bats. Here's the pitch to Ward. That's a strike. And in between, you try and do some damage.
Every once in a while, yeah, run into one. You talked about getting deep counts. Josh Naylor at the end of that first inning, a 9-pitch at-bat. And even though he ended up grounding out, he took a piece of Cease with him.
Here comes the 0-1.
You were talking about his strikeouts. 6 straight seasons of 200-plus strikeouts. I mean, that's incredible. That's consistency.
Yeah. That's not easy to do. Here's the 1-1 to Ward. Down low. Okay, to your point, the most ever, Tom Seaver had 9 straight 200-plus strikeout seasons. So, it's tough to say he's close, but 6 is
for sure.
Impressive.
Well, the last couple of guys to do it, 6 straight, Scherzer and Sale.
Here's the offer. Swung on, fouled straight back. Scherzer, by the way, the Mariners will see on Sunday in this series. Cease into the motion, the pitch. Swung on and missed. He strikes out the side. It's his first 3 strikeouts of the night, and the Mariners are done in the second. So we'll move along to the bottom of the second inning. 3-1 Blue Jays with the advantage. It's the Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
On game days in Seattle, we all show up for the team we trust. At Mechanics Bank, they think banking should feel the same way. Bankers who know you and call you by name. People you trust. It's how they've done business for over 120 years. Some call their service high touch. You might say it's next level. Whatever you call it. At Mechanics Bank, you'll experience premium service from real, knowledgeable local people. So stop by, call, or visit mechanicsbank.com/baseball. Mechanics Bank, where relationships matter. Member FDIC.
Summer is for sunshine.
It's a beautiful day out for baseball here at T-Mobile Park.
Summer is for moonshots.
He just absolutely obliterates this! Multi-homer game, Cole Young!
Summer is for Mariners baseball.
Emerson is racing over, slides up! He makes the catch! Incredible!
So listen for the cheers and follow your ears to T-Mobile Park. Because where else can you travel to on a ferry boat and then eat crab nachos out of a ferry boat?
How sweet it is!
It is the sweetest, Rick. Mariners baseball. Tridents up.
The Mariners' schedule is packed with divisional matchups down the stretch. Be here next week as the team takes on the A's September 3rd through the 6th, including Brian Woo's Mariners bobblehead debut on the 5th, thanks to Lexus. Then the Rangers are in town for a 3-game showdown, September 8th through the 10th. Get your tickets at mariners.com.
Over 50 years of funk and soul coming your way. Thursday, September 10th to Emerald Queen Casino Event Center. It's Tower of Power. Tower of Power, September 10th at Emerald Queen Casino. Always entertaining.
This is Mariners baseball on Seattle Red on 770.
I'm glad you're with us from Toronto. Mariners and Blue Jays, game 1 of the series. Emerson Hancock still out there. Went on a diving play in the first inning. Appeared to hurt his leg in some sort of way, but stayed in the game. He's still in there again. Venezuela, the catcher, going to start things in the second inning. Then the top of the order. Nearly everybody batted in the first. 3 runs scored, although Hancock only allowed 2 hard hit balls in the first. Here's the pitch. That's high. 1 ball, no strikes.
A lot of cheapies in there. You know, the Vlad Guerrero Jr. double down the line. That was just a weak, I want to say weak, but, 5 hopper that just happened to get inside the line.
The pitch. It's low and away.
Springer's single to Brock Rodden at short. Maybe that's a play that could have been made. That ends up not, it goes down as an error for Vlad Jr. getting to third, but they give Springer the single.
Here's the offer. Swung on, that's ripped high, deep, right center field, playable. Ward is over. Julio there as well. It's going to be Julio who takes it. That's out number 1 in the second inning. As we take a look at Who's Hot, brought to you by Fireside Home Solutions. That brings up Brett Bateman, the center fielder. Emerson Hancock has been on a good roll. Here's the pitch. It's just outside. His last 9 starts in ERA under 3. He's been so consistent this year outside of a couple of tough starts in mid-June, but a strong start to the season. And so far his last 9 starts excellent as well. Here's the pitch. At the knees, that's a strike.
A big reason why, his ability to locate the fastball for sure. You've already seen him hit the top rail a few times with that 4-seam fastball, and you pair that, with his sinker and the movement on that pitch, as well as his sweeper. His sweeper has been huge for him all season long.
He sends that down low for a ball. Career highs across the board this year, spending the entire season in the rotation in the majors. 25th start of the year. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hard hit up the middle, through, base hit, past the dive of Rodden. So Bateman is 2 for 2. He's our man of steel, brought to you by Steel Outdoor Power Equipment. Visit steelusa.com or your local steel dealer today. Hancock has more strikeouts this season than he had in his major league career up until this point. The last 3 seasons combined.
Yeah, it's really been incredible to see his strikeout rate tick up so high. And a big reason why, though, is that velocity. The velocity we saw out of him in spring, he's been able to maintain.
Pitch to Lucas, bounding ball up the middle. This should be 2. Glove by Rodden, steps on second, fires to first. It is 2, double play. And Hancock quickly out of trouble in the second. So nothing doing in the second. We move along to the third. Blue Jays with the lead 3-1 over the Mariners. Your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Hey, Mike Salk here for Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, and not all getaways are going to earn 4 diamonds, but you can experience the 4 Diamond Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, where the breathtaking views, elevated dining, and world-class gaming and entertainment make the perfect escape. Also, check out upcoming shows. You got 80s pop sensation Taylor Dane on September 6th, or local rock legends Queensryche on October 10th. Tickets at snocasino.com. You can elevate your next getaway. That's 4 Diamond, and Seattle's closest Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. Please game responsibly.
You paid the premiums. You followed the rules. You protected your business. So when something goes wrong, your insurance company should do its part too. When they don't, Bastion Law helps business owners challenge insurance companies that delay, deny, or undervalue legitimate claims. Because a major loss can disrupt more than a building, it can affect your employees, your customers, and everything you've spent years building. Bastion Law helps Washington businesses fight for the coverage they paid for. Visit bastion.law/radio.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
Miller time. It only happens if you make it happen. So say hello with some beers. Make the plans. Live a little. Because legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Mariners baseball on Seattle Red on 770.
Well, the Mariners trailing by a couple. It's 3-1. That's your Mechanics Bank score. Game 1 of 3 between the Mariners and Blue Jays. It's a tough trip. We've talked about this part of the schedule for the Mariners being so challenging. And it does not get easier with the Blue Jays for 3 on the road. Then the Red Sox, who've been red hot. Dylan Cease struck out the side in the second. He faces J.P. Crawford. Cease into the motion. Here's the pitch to J.P. Swung on, ripped, but foul. Really turned on it, but put it in the seats. Cease had 34 pitches so far. Gave up a home run to Dom Canzone in the first. Mariners led 1-0, but the Blue Jays got 3 in the first. Here's the offer. It's a touch below the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Okamoto at third base is like in on the grass, and I'm thinking, like, what scouting report have you gotten on J.P. Crawford that I haven't seen?
Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Yeah, he'll back up now. Yeah, I guess protecting against a surprise bunt, which
would be a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, J.P. did try it the other day.
The homestand, yeah.
It's not something he goes to very often. Cease looking for his 4th strikeout in a row. Winds, delivers. It's up and away. Cease wearing red sleeves under the black uniform top. Red glove, red shoes. Has the full beard now as opposed to the mustache, which he had early in the season. The 2-2. Too high.
How do you remember that, by the way?
Well, because he looked like a Three Musketeers, so it really stood out. Looked like he should have a sword with him on the mound.
Okay. I'm not, like, facial hair, I just don't see it a lot of times. Like, you could come back tomorrow, Gary, shave your beard, and I'd be like, something's different, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Here's the 3-2. Swung on, little parachute foul. These are the kind of valuable at-bats when you face Cease, because you never know which at-bat will take away a full inning from Cease when it comes to pitch count.
Absolutely. Again, I go back to that 9-pitch at-bat by Josh Naylor in the first. I mean, that's nearly an inning for him.
The full count pitch. Strike 3 call. JP punched out. Got him looking on the 4-seam. 4th strikeout in a row by Cease.
Well, you look at what Cease has done so far to these Mariner hitters, and a lot of just fastball, changeup, and that's all. We haven't seen a ton of his slider, which is just a devastating pitch for him. It makes me think that they'll probably see it second time through.
Here's a pitch to Rodden. That's down low. Oh, you think about Rodden here in the early days of his major league career, and facing a guy like Dylan Cease, coming up through the minors and your previous career, you don't see a lot of stuff like this, like Dylan Cease has to offer. Here's the pitch. That's down low. 2 balls, no strikes. Rodden batting 9th, playing shortstop. Randy on deck. Cease winds the pitch. Little check swing, dribbler, third base side, picked up by Valenzuela, fires to first just in time to get run. That was a great play.
It really was. Valenzuela pops out, turns himself around after he picks up the ball. So, when this is down the line for a catcher, open up, turn around. You don't have time to really set your feet, take steps towards first base. He knows exactly where it is. Spins around and makes an accurate throw to first base.
Here's Randy. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. The pitch to him. This is low. Randy popped up his first time. Cease into the motion. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted foul, third base side. Valenzuela, a good defensive catcher, and he's really taken over a lot of the duties from Kirk.
That's hard to do because Kirk, I mean, it really is a defense. I mean, obviously, he's come along offensively, but he's a really good blocking catcher. Talking Kirk.
Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball just below the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike on Randy.
And we kind of wondered, Gary, second time through what we see. First 2 pitches for Randy, sliders.
Yeah. It's been one of the best pitches in the game. Here's the offer. It's a bit wide. 3 balls and 1 strike. Mariners 1 hit so far by Dom Canzone, an impressive home run, and he's on deck. The 3-1. Down low, ball 4. Randy has drawn the walk. That is the one thing when you look at Cease this year, a very high walk rate.
Yeah, and 3 of those 4 pitches were on the slider, wasn't able to locate it. Again, probably because he didn't throw it a whole lot in the first inning. Maybe he didn't have a feel for it. Maybe that's why he didn't throw it. But we had an idea that he was just going to be effective first time through with the fastball changeup, and I'm glad he's mixing in the slider.
Yeah. Here's Dom.
I say that now.
Dom has a chance to tie it with 1 swing. Already 1 home run. From the stretch, Randy takes off. Here's the pitch. It's a strike, throw to second base, and it is not in time. Randy, his 21st steal of the year. There's been a number of steals this year with Cease on the mound, and the Mariners, no hesitation.
Yeah, he got an excellent jump. And Cease, you know, as for as good as his pitches are, he really has a high leg kick to make sure he gets on that backside before he starts driving forward.
They're going to take a look at this. There's a chance that they got Randy's leg.
The previous play is under further review. Toronto is challenging the safe call at second base.
Chance they got his leg before he touched second base.
I will say I was really impressed with Valenzuela, how quickly he got rid of this one.
I think they got him.
Yeah.
I think they got him on the pant leg as he slid by.
Yeah, I think you're right. And we've seen this over the last few years. If you do geometry, which I really struggled with in school, but that throw right there is 5 to 6 feet shorter when you're able to get it to that first base side of second base. And that's exactly what he does.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick one.
After further review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner's out. Toronto will retain the challenge.
So that brings an end to the inning. Randy thrown out trying to steal. The third is complete for the Mariners. No runs on the board. We head to the bottom of the third. It's 3-1 Blue Jays. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Hey, cruise fans, you want to see more of the destination you came to explore? Try Uncruise Adventures. With only 22 to 86 guests, your ship is your floating base camp, a launch pad into wild bays, quiet coves, and places big ships can't go. Trade Vegas-style shows for Mother Nature's show. All-inclusive, award-winning adventures in Alaska, Mexico, Hawaii, Costa Rica, and the Galapagos. Visit uncruise.com and talk to an adventure specialist today. Tell them you heard it from Rick Riz for exclusive savings.
Swing and a fly ball deep right field. 2025 was a season to remember. Now celebrate the Mariners' 50th season with the new Seattle Mariners credit card. Get cash back on everyday purchases, discounts on tickets and merchandise. The crowd is going crazy here at T-Mobile Park. Show your Mariners pride with the new Mariners Cashback Card. Apply today at globalcu.org. Global Credit Union, proud partner of the Seattle Mariners. Membership required. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to credit approval.
When you buy equipment, you're not just buying a machine. You're choosing a dealer you'll rely on for years. NC Machinery, an official partner of the Seattle Mariners, has been supporting customers across Washington and Alaska for decades. Whether you work in the trades or work on your own property, we're here before the sale and long after it. Right now, Qualified buyers can also take advantage of 0% financing on Caterpillar compact equipment. Visit ncmachinery.com for details and exclusions. NC Machinery, official partner of your Seattle Mariners.
The Mariners Kids Club, presented by BECU, is 100% free and a great way to get your kids excited for a lifetime of Mariners baseball. Sign up online at mariners.com/kids club, and your kids will receive exclusive giveaways, access to member events, and more.
You're listening to Mariners Baseball on Seattle Sports.
3-1 lead for the Blue Jays. Emerson Hancock on the mound. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will start things in the third. An RBI double in the first. Scored a run. It's been hard to make sense of Guerrero's year. I know he still walks to the plate, and he's terrifying given his career. Here's the pitch. Swung on, slugged to right field on a line right at Ward, who makes the catch leaning over. That's the out.
And that's this game so far. What a head scratcher. I mean, you look at how poorly that first ground ball he hit down the left field line, rolled over it, a double. That ball absolutely stung into right field, but it's just at Taylor Ward.
105 off the bat. Here's Springer. The wild thing about Guerrero, we all remember him in the playoffs last year. He was just a wrecking ball. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Just basically ran through the Yankees by himself in that series and then hit 3 home runs against the Mariners. He had 8 home runs in the postseason last year. In just the postseason. Here's the offer. Swung on, hammered, left field, down the line, towards the corner, one hop to the wall. Springer around first. He glides into second. It's a double. Springer's 2 for 2. Let's pause for station identification on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
This is Mariners Baseball on Seattle Red. On 770 KTTH Seattle, 97.3 KIRO FM, HD3 Tacoma Seattle, 94.5 K233 DT Eastwood, 33 BU Seattle.
Well, the wild thing about Guerrero, he has 7 home runs this season after hitting 8 in the postseason last year. And it's not because he's missed time. He's played in 120 games. Here's the pitch to Sanchez.
Something about this building.
Yeah, it's wild.
The fact that he has no home runs at home this year. 288 plate appearances without a home run here at Rogers Center.
Hancock, the pitch. Swung on a miss. I mean, if you want to think about it in those terms, Cal Raleigh and Julio have homered more recently in this building than Guerrero. And they haven't been here since the postseason last year.
Yeah, with the home run by Dom Canzone, that's 92 now. 92 players have had home runs here at Rogers Center since he homered last year.
Swung on, popped up. Shortstop, Rodden is there. He's under it. He makes the catch. All that being said, in this series, when he comes to the plate and there's guys aboard, it's still going to be scary.
You said terrifying, and I thought, I was pointing on my nose. I'm like, I nailed it. I mean, that's what he is. And he's a little bit like his dad, where you sometimes think you're going to waste a pitch, and you think, okay, I'm just going to, throw this 2 inches off the ground and waste this pitch or try to get the chase. And no, he'll square that baseball up. He is terrifying.
Okamoto bats. The pitch to him is just off the plate. RBI sac fly his first time. Backed up Ward to the wall and made a nice catch with the bases loaded. Springer at second base, 2 outs. Blue Jays up by 2, 3rd inning. Hancock from the stretch delivers. Swung on a missed. Brewers have opened up a lead early on the Rangers. Quick look at the Northwest Chevy Equinox scoreboard. 2-0 Milwaukee in the second. We'll be watching that one closely. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted to center field. Lazy ball. Looks like Ward's going to step in front, make the catch. Julio, a big smile on his face as Ward puts it away. That's the final out of the third. So runner in scoring position left. We head to the fourth. 2-run ball game, 3-1 Blue Jays the lead. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Keep Keep your summer fun going during Toyota's national sales event with Camry. Now through August 31st, lease a new 26 Camry LE for $339 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing for a contract cost of $15,864. Excludes all applicable taxes and government fees. A negotiable doc fee of $200 is included with approved credit through TFS. Price will vary based on accessories. Call 1-888-48-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Swinomish Casino and Lodge, the signature difference is something you feel every visit. From stunning views and gourmet dining to thrilling games and personalized rewards. Every Saturday, we take it up a notch with Signature Saturdays, where $20,000 in cash is up for grabs from 7 to 10 p.m. Come feel the signature difference at Swinomish Casino and Lodge. Must be 18 plus. Visit SwinomishCasinoandLodge.com for details.
You got a kid on the mound making his major league debut.
Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
Swing and a miss, strike three, and he does. 1, 2, 3. Go the Cubs in the first.
The Cade conversation continues on the home of the Mariners, Seattle Sports.
Hey baseball fans, Rick Witters with Cressy Door. At Cressy Door, we offer top-of-the-line garage doors, garage door service, and garage door repairs. Residential or commercial, please consider Cressy Door for all of your garage door needs. Cressy Door.
Live play-by-play coverage of your defending American League West champion Seattle Mariners is brought to you by T-Mobile, Virginia Mason Franciscan Health, and by the Seattle Sports app on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
It's 3-1 Blue Jays, fourth inning. Dom Canzone back up there. He was batting when Arozarena was thrown out trying to swipe second base. Canzone, a solo home run, gave the Mariners a 1-0 lead at the time. His 20th home run of the season. What a way to do it. 433 off the bat against Dylan Cease.
That ball was crushed.
It really was. Cease into the motion. Here comes the offer to Dom. Swung on a dribbler foul. He takes some off.
Yeah, it was the four-seam fastball that he turned around 113 miles per hour into the seats. And I can understand why Cease wanted to throw a little wrinkle in it with the knuckle curve.
Into the wind, the pitch. He bounced that one. So count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Career high 20 home runs for Dom, having a wonderful season this year.
He's just so strong in his lower half.
Here's the offer. Tried to hold a swing, did he? He did. Wasn't so sure up here, but he gets the benefit of the doubt.
If you say so.
2 balls, 1 strike. Cease winds. The 2-1. Swung on, fouled straight back. He took a good rip at that.
Goodness gracious. The violence at which he is able to swing. And again, it's that lower half that generates so much torque. And then his barrel just comes whipping through the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Cease winds, deals. Swung on, a missed. 5th strikeout for Cease, 1 away in the 5th. Hey, Mariner fans, you can play Mariners Bingo presented by Farmers Insurance at marinersbingo.com. You don't need to be at the ballpark to join the fun. You can get great prizes like tickets and autographed gear from your favorite players. It's free, it's fun, it's all Mariners baseball. marinersbingo.com to start playing. Here's Julio. Cease, his first pitch. Swung on, fouled away. 433, by the way. That's inside the top 10 in longest home runs of the year for the Mariners. Out of the top 10, Dom has 4 of those top 10.
Wow.
Which is not surprising.
Again, I mean, it's just different when he hits the ball.
Here's the pitch. Tried to check a swing, hit the bat though. 0-2. Dom has the 2 longest home runs of the season. He hit one 451 feet against Detroit earlier this year and 444 against Cleveland earlier this year. Julio in a tough spot. Here's the 0-2. Bounces it. No chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3-1 Blue Jays.
It was that last inning where Cease really couldn't land that slider. He walked Randy Arozarena. 3 of the pitches were on that slider, but he landed it for Dom Canzone if he didn't swing through it.
The 1-2 just inside. Good take by Julio. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cease 2 pitches away from 60. Here's the offer. Swung on, a roller right back to Cease, snares it, sets his feet, little under and toss to first base in time to get Julio. Two away. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. Mariners 3 games behind the Astros coming in. 2 games behind the Rangers for second place into today. Here's the offer to Josh Naylor. Swung on, popped up behind home plate, and that's going to get into the crowd. Speaking of the Astros, the Mets have taken an early lead on Houston. Another look at our Northwest Chevy Equinox scoreboard.
I like all the news you're giving me today, Gary.
Great news so far. This is a tough one, too, from the Mariners' perspective. Hunter Brown is on the mound against the Mets, but the Metropolitans coming through early. Still a ways to go, though. They're in the 4th inning.
All good news except the score here.
Yeah, except here.
Yeah.
No balls and a strike. Cease. The pitch to Naylor. Swung on and missed. It is unfortunate for the Mariners. The back end of the Blue Jays rotation is kind of a mess. But it just timed up where the Mariners are getting Cease, their best starter, and Soriano, the former Angel, their second best starter, coming up tomorrow. Here's the 0-2. Swung on slash foul. They traded Kevin Gausman at the deadline. It was kind of a buy-sell deadline for the Blue Jays. Gausman was going to be free agent, so they traded him to the Cubs. They traded for Soriano because he'll be around for a couple of years. The 0-2. Bounced in. Naylor takes it. They also traded Varsho to the Astros, who the Mariners have seen with Houston since the deadline. Arrighetti, who they traded for in the rotation, was roughed up last night against Kansas City. The 1-2. Swung on, a chopper to first base, a couple hops, scooped up by Vlad, goes to the bag, steps on first. That's the out. 1-2-3 inning for Cease in the 4th for the Mariners. To the bottom of the 4th we go. 3-1 Blue Jays with the lead. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Are you ready to hit a home run with your shopping? Look no further than the Fred Meyer Mariners Rewards Program. It's your ticket to win big while you shop. Here's how it works. For every $1 you spend on participating products like Sugar Bee Apples and Twisted Tea, you earn Fred Meyer Mariners Rewards points. Redeem your points all season long for game tickets, T-Mobile Park Concert Series tickets, VIP experiences, and more. Visit fredmeyer.com/Mariners for details.
When Northwest businesses need some pop in their lineup, they call Mechanics Bank. They've been helping businesses perform at the top of their game since 1905. So stop by, call, or visit mechanicsbank.com/baseball and see how they can help power up your business. Member FDIC.
Summer is for going big.
Julio! Dead center field, solo home run, 4-0 Mariners.
Summer is for showing out.
Crawford, out of the glove, Emerson to first. What a play!
Summer is for Mariners baseball.
Cal Raleigh with an RBI double. The big thumper comes through in the clutch.
Where else do you get 9 innings of eye-popping swings and snags? Plus fireworks that make your feet dance and your jaw drop. Oh yeah, and the guys have a dance of their own. A wind dance.
Party time at T-Mobile Park in the sunshine.
Mariners baseball. Tridents up.
Don't miss out on Mariners Fireworks Night at T-Mobile Park. Next up is the Sing-Along Show on Friday, September 4th, presented by T-Mobile after the Mariners take on the A's. Go to mariners.com to get your tickets and check out all the biggest events down the stretch, like the Andres Munoz Funko Pop giveaway September 8th through the 10th.
Well, the Mariners trailing the Blue Jays 3-1 the score. Hancock gave up 3 in the first, but has settled in since then.
Yeah, he's looked really good. Not only we were wondering, would his velocity stay there and his command as well, with what seemed to be a leg injury that he was wincing even when he was taking the warm-up tosses afterwards. Good for him.
Here comes the pitch. Swung on a missed. Unfortunately, too, the first inning, it looks worse than I think it does on paper. He gave up 3 runs, a number of hits, but only 2 hard-hit balls in the entire inning.
It's so true. Springer, ground ball. Vlad Jr., ground ball. Andres Jimenez, 16 hopper up the middle.
That pitch is hammered center field. Julio back. Warning track at the wall. Just enough room, makes the catch. Dead center field for the first out in the 4th. They'll bring up Ernie Clement. That was a hard hit ball, but it stayed in the yard.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, though, because all of a sudden there, that four-seam fastball from Emerson Hancock was 93 and change. So let's see if he can ramp the velocity back up.
So 1 away, 4th inning. 3-1 Blue Jays. J.P. Crawford in even with the bag at 3rd. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Here's the offer. Swung on a hard hit ball and 1 hop right back to Hancock. Snares it under and toss to first to make the play. Nicely done. 2 away.
Love it. 4 pitches, 2 outs. Perfect.
Here's Valenzuela, the catcher. He flew out to center his first time. Beautiful night here in Toronto as day turns over to night. Roof is open. Here's the pitch. Swung on a missed. Whenever the roof is open, the great part is the CN Tower just looms over the ballpark. It's right next to the building.
Really is. If you can imagine the Space Needle being just outside T-Mobile Park, that'd be the equivalent. And every single time the elevator goes up, like my eye, it catches me out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, what's happening? That's just the elevator.
The only difference is it's actually much taller than the Space Needle.
It is.
Here's the offer. Down low. 3-1 Blue Jays, bottom of the 4th. 2 outs. The pitch. Swung on, smoked, 1 hop right to second base. Cole Young snares it, throws to first to get the out. It's a 1-2-3 for Hancock in the 4th inning. We move to the 5th, 3-1 Blue Jays with the lead. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Holy smokes, I can see. Hey, everybody, it's Rick Riz, and I just had refractive lens exchange from K2 Vision. No more dangling readers from the end of my nose to see the field in my notes. I wish I had done it sooner. It's like seeing a whole new ball game. K2 Vision RLE means no more readers or glasses. Plus, I'll never get a cataract. So if you'd like to say goodbye glasses like I have, get your free Zoom consult now at K2VisionRLE.com. That's K2VisionRLE.com.
Gone! Hello, Cal.
3-homer game.
This is where you hear every.
What a night for the big dumper.
On the home of the Mariners, Seattle Sports.
My mom taught me the importance of saving, and I wanted to pass that on to my kids.
That's Aisha, BECU member and mother of 3.
I think having the savings account has changed the way that the girls think about their money.
BECU knows that no matter the age, it's always a good time to save. And with an early saver account, the money grows with your children. Join today at becu.org/early saver. Membership required. Restrictions apply. Member paid for participation. Federally insured by NCUA.
When you decide to sell your home, don't settle for a good agent. Go for a great one. Go for a Weikert agent. A Weikert agent looks at you as a partner, not a transaction, and will work day and night to get you the results you're looking for. Your Weikert agent is backed by the Weikert brand with over 50 years of experience. Weikert agents have guided thousands of buyers and sellers through every facet of home ownership. Don't settle for good, go for great. Work with a Weikert agent. Each Weikert franchise office is independently owned and operated.
Yeah, we're only going to start things for the Mariners in the 5th as we take a look at the premium matchup presented by Alaska Airlines, the official airline of the Seattle Mariners and your new gateway to the world. Experience a new level of comfort aboard Alaska's new 787 Dreamliner, flying nonstop to top destinations around the globe. From the Blue Jays' perspective, you know they are circling Cal Raleigh. He's played 17 games in this building, regular season and postseason. He's homered 10 times in 17 games, which is an absurd ratio. He struck out his first time against Cease. Here's the pitch. That's a strike.
I think the last time we were here in the regular season, we joked about, getting a police escort to the airfield to just get Cal Raleigh out of town. It was that good.
Here's the 0-1. That's down low. At some point, you just thought maybe the Canadian government would just say, no, sorry, Cal Raleigh cannot enter.
Exactly. Like, is something wrong? Yes.
Too many homers.
Yeah. Back-to-back changeups by there from Dylan Cease.
Here's the offer. Swung on a miss. This has been a tough back-to-back. Luzardo, who's been one of the best pitchers in the National League, he's in Cy Young contention in the National League. Contention meaning somewhere behind Mizorowski. And Dylan Cease here. That is a tough back-to-back. Those are two of the best guys in baseball right now. Here comes the 1-2 to Cal. Bounced in. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I will say this, and we've seen it a few times. This year, we saw it last year, where the Mariners would face the team's best, and it would bring out the best in the Mariners. And so you're kind of hoping that they can get something going here. And it looked so good coming out of the gates. Dom Canzone, second batter of the game, takes him out of the yard.
Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 called. Burned it in. Fastball over the corner. His 6th strikeout.
Just watching Cal take that pitch, I think he had the changeup in the back of his mind, and he was just in between. Cease struck him out on that changeup in his first at-bat, and I think that thought was lingering.
The Mariners could really use this tagging Cease with a 30-pitch inning here. This will be pitch number 70. Here's the pitch to Cole Young. Swung on, smoked into the gap, right center field. It's hammered. 1 hop to the wall. Young around first base. He glides into second. It's a double for Cole Young. The 2nd Mariners hit of the night.
When I talked to Cole Young recently about this little stretch that he's been on just recently, because you're going to have those ebbs and flows of the season. But he was talking about going up there with a plan, talking with Seitzer, talking with Edgar, going up there with a plan. And I have to believe with the way he took that swing at that slider, that's exactly what he did. He was looking for it.
Here's the pitch to Taylor Ward. Swung on, lifted high center field. Playable Bateman is under it. Young tagging at second base. He makes the catch. Young fakes. He will hold it second. 2 away. You don't know how many opportunities you will get at Cease, and the Mariners have a runner in scoring position. That's a valuable run. They're trailing by 2. The other thing to keep in mind about the Blue Jays, Louis Varland has been one of the best closers in baseball this year. Not a guy you want to count on coming back against in the 9th. JP stands in. Here's the offer. It's at the knees for a strike. JP just trying to find some grass here to drive in Cole Young from second base. 2 outs, 5th inning. Mariners trailing by 2. Cease staring at second. Now delivers. This is low. 1-1. Here with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. Game 1 of 3. M's and J's. The 1-1. Too high. JP had a notion, but he held back.
Good take. And where that 4-seam fastball was, just up above the zone, it's a good idea that he didn't try to catch up to it.
This will be the 75th pitch. The 2-1. Swung on, softly hit third base side, hopping foul. So even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes on JP. From the stretch, set from the chest. He delivers 2-2. Strike 3 called. Punched him out. Fastball over the inside corner. 7th strikeout for Cease. That ends the Mariners' threat in the 5th. To the bottom of the inning, 3-1 Blue Jays with the lead. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Seattle fans, get in the game and swing for the fences at Muckleshoot Casino Resort. You'll always find all-star action and MVP winning at the biggest and best in the Northwest. Come see the lineup of more than 3,500 gaming machines, your favorite table games, sports betting, plus a luxury hotel, memorable dining, and live entertainment that's always a hit. Muckleshoot Casino Resort, the biggest and best in the Northwest. Muckleshoot.
Gear up this fall with the new All-Pro battery by Steel. Rick Riz here for Steel. Tackle any task with 60% more peak power, and a fast charge time of just 10 minutes means it's ready when you are. The All-Pro battery is just the upgrade your shed has been waiting for. Outperform the outdoors with battery tools by Steel. Exclusively available only at your local Steel dealers. Steel, the official outdoor power equipment provider of the Seattle Mariners. Learn more and find your nearest Steel dealer at steelusa.com.
When you buy equipment, you're not just buying a machine. You're choosing a dealer you'll rely on for years. NC Machinery, an official partner of the Seattle Mariners, has been supporting customers across Washington and Alaska for decades. Whether you work in the trades or work on your own property, we're here before the sale and long after it. Right now, qualified buyers can also take advantage of 0% financing on Caterpillar compact equipment. Visit ncmachinery.com for details and exclusions. NC Machinery, official partner of your Seattle Mariners.
The Mariners are lighting up the sky all summer long with fireworks nights thanks to T-Mobile. Up next is a sing-along show on September 4th after the team takes on the A's. Get your tickets and check out the complete lineup at mariners.com/fireworks.
Bottom of the 5th, top of the order for the Blue Jays. 3-1 Toronto with the lead. Bateman's been a problem. He's 2 for 2 so far. 8th round pick out of the University of Minnesota in 2023. Leading off, playing center field. Varsho no longer here, so he has stepped into that void. Here's the pitch. Swung on, slapped backwards, out of play.
Talked about him playing at University of Minnesota, and he played with Craig Counsell's son there, and it looked like he was going to be his manager, you know, fast tracking, but he was traded here, and then 4 days later he made his major league debut for the Blue Jays.
Here's the offer to him. That's a strike. Paints the corner. 0-2. Hancock ahead. No strikeouts for Hancock tonight. He's settled in. He's retired 5 in a row after giving up 3 runs in the first. The pitch. Strike 3 called. He punched him out looking, got the fastball by him, although, boy, afterwards Hancock looked pretty uncomfortable. Looked like he hurt his leg earlier. Looked like did. Trainers were out, through a couple of warm-up tosses. We hadn't seen signs before that. But
no, and again, it's the left groin. So the good news is it's not that right leg. It's not his push-off leg, but it is his landing leg. A lot of torque generated on that landing leg as he follows through.
Here's Lucas. His first pitch is low. Hancock just 50 pitches, too. He's been pretty efficient since the first inning. The offer. Sends it over. Well, it looked like disaster because it was the second batter of the game. It was Lucas batting. And then you're left like, oh, no. Are they going to have to fill essentially 9 innings of the bullpen? Game 1 of a 6-game trip. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That is lasered right field. Deep. Ward back at the wall. Gone. Over the Mariners bullpen. Solo home run. Nathan Lucas. Blue Jays add one more. It's 4-1.
I don't know. This is a bit of a hat tipper to Nathan Lucas, who hits his 10th home run of the season on a changeup down below the zone.
He's down on one knee.
Yeah.
On that swing. I'll bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's the pitch. On the corner first strike. Looks like the Blue Jays have a new home run jacket. It's red now.
That's right. I've got to get in the league. I don't know what's going on with the Dragon either.
Yeah. Here's the pitch. That's away.
Got some homework between now and tomorrow.
Yeah, that was not a bad pitch. Out of the zone. But now the Mariners trail by 3 with Cease on the mound. Not a good place to be. Here's the offer. Swung on and missed. Waving cut at a sweeper well outside the zone. We'll see if they do that again. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I was worried about Cal being able to block that ball. It was so far out of the zone.
The pitch zips away. They tried to sneak a fastball by him, but he takes it just off the plate. (4-1) Blue Jays, 5th inning. Hancock delivers. Swung on. A hit up the middle. Stopped by Rodden. Throws to first base on one skip. It's in time to get Vladdy. That's a nice play by Rodden. Looked like it was going to sneak through. Ball nearly had eyes.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground to get to that one, and that time he intentionally used the turf, and when I say the turf, I mean the dirt, to bounce it and give Josh Naylor something he could work with and stretch out to early on.
Here's Springer. (4-1) Blue Jays. 4 runs, 7 hits Blue Jays. 1 run, 2 hits Mariners. The offer. Swung on and missed. Tried to hold a swing, couldn't do it. The pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. No balls, 2 strikes.
The thing about George Springer, you have to be so careful with his ability to make adjustments. His first at-bat sweeper rolled over it to shortstop. The next time he threw that sweeper again, he crushed it for a double.
The pitch is not called a strike, but Cal has challenged it. He felt like the sweeper brushed the edge. So it's up on the board, the first ABS of the night. Let's take a look. It is just missed. Paper thin. It's close.
A lot of movement on that pitch, just not quite enough to get to the inside corner.
So the Mariners have lost a challenge. They have one more to go. Blue Jays have 2. Emerson ready, delivers. Swung on, fouled back, just had enough as that got a piece of Cal. He's walking that off.
I think Emerson Hancock and Cal Raleigh will both be in the ice tub tonight.
Emerson climbs back on the hill. 4-1, Blue Jays the lead. Bases empty, 5th inning. Hancock set, delivers. Swung on, that is hammered left field. No doubter on its way. Second deck gone. George Springer homers in back-to-back nights. 3 hits on the night. A triple away from the cycle.
And once again, Gary, it's the sweeper. And I talked about Springer's ability to make adjustments within a game, within an at-bat. And this time they had a different approach with that sweeper. Before they were trying to keep it away. This at-bat, they were trying to land it inside a couple of times. They went with that same inside location, started at his front hip, broke over the inside. He recognized it and did not miss it.
Here's Sanchez. 5-1 Blue Jays. The pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And these teams met in Seattle earlier this year. Blue Jays had 3 extra base hits in the series and no home runs. They have 2 home runs this inning. That pitch is swung on, popped up out of play. Also a couple of doubles tonight as well. Here's the offer. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Mariners bullpen is up. (5-1) Toronto. Hancock delivers. It's inside. Sanchez was hit in the first inning. Michael Rucker starting to get loose for the Mariners. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball hopping up the middle, Rod right there next to the bag. Scoops it up, throws to first in time to get the out. Hancock reached out with the bare hand. Fortunately, didn't get a piece of it. He did that once this year.
I know. What are you doing?
2 more for the Blue Jays. We move to the 6th. It's 5-1 Toronto. We'll come back with more right after this.
Keep your summer fun going during Toyota's National Sales Event with 4Runner. Now through August 31st, lease a new 26 4Runner SR5 for $379 a month for 36 months with $39.99 due at signing for a contract cost of $17,264. Excludes all applicable taxes and government fees. A negotiable dock fee of $200 is included with approved credit through TFS. Price will vary based on accessories. Call 1-888-48-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Miller time. People think it just happens, but that's not true. You know what you gotta do? You gotta go say hello with some beers. Make the plans. Forget the couch. Go to that thing. Play the game. See them in person. Talk to that stranger. Live a little. Small acts of rebellion that bring us together. Because legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey baseball fans, Rick Witters with Cressy Door. At Cressy Door, we offer top-of-the-line garage doors, garage door service, and garage door repairs. Residential or commercial, please consider Cressy Door for all of your garage door needs. Cressy Door.
Looking for a new Mazda? Check out Mazda of Everett during the More to Move You sales event. As the West Coast's largest Mazda dealer, they have over 700 new Mazdas in stock and are known for always offering the Mazda of Everett price. Awarded Mazda's President's Award 13 years in a row and ranked among the top 20 Mazda dealers in the USA for customer service. Shop at 11409 Highway 99 in Everett or MazdaofEverett.com. Dealer awards and rankings based on Mazda USA reporting and data.
The Blue Jays have added 2 more, so Mariners, a lot of work to do against one of the best in baseball. It's 5-1. Mariners are trailing. 6th inning. Dylan Cease will face Brock Rod, Randy, and then Dom Canzone. Cease ended the 5th with a strikeout of J.P. Crawford. Cease now 7 strikeouts for the game. Here comes his first pitch. Swung on, lifted, high fly ball, short left field. Jimenez is out. Sanchez is in. Jimenez will take it near the line. The shortstop leaning back to and catch. 1 out.
And that's not what you wanted. 1 pitch, 1 out for Dylan Cease. He's hit 77 pitches after that out. And really the way this started, he threw 20 pitches in that first inning. They were doing a great job of making him work in the first few innings. And then all of a sudden he's just getting in the rocking chair and setting this thing on cruise control.
Pitch to Randy. Just a bit high. So with the 7 strikeouts tonight, that's 19 straight games with 7 or more strikeouts. It's the longest streak of 7 or more since Randy Johnson in 2001. Here's the pitch. That's outside. Randy had 20 straight games of 7+ strikeouts. So that is pretty great territory to be in. Cease winds, delivers. That's outside. Now, Cease has always had amazing stuff. Strikeout rates. He's had some really big seasons, and then he's had some weird seasons like last year where he had an ERA of 4.5 with the Padres. The pitch is a strike. Never really seemed to match the stuff. Also, a couple years ago in 2023, an ERA of 4.5, but it feels like this year, along with 22, he finished 2nd in Cy Young. It really feels like it's all come together for him.
It really has. And again, the consistency in regards to his swing and miss stuff is really, really impressive.
Full count on Randy's. He fouls that off. Mariners with 2 hits, a homer by Dom, a double by Cole Young. Into the motion. Here's the 3-2. Swung on, line drive, base hit, left field, Randy. So Randy's reached twice. And when considering a Volvo, people should come to Sandberg Volvo Cars in Linwood to experience the Sandberg difference. The only Excellence Award winner and family-owned and operated Volvo dealership in the Northwest. Come in as a friend, leave as a member of the family. See great reviews, SandbergVolvoCars.com. Here's Dom. Homered in the first. The pitch. Out in front, fouls that away. Here comes the 0-1. It's in the dirt. Randy stays at first base, being cautious with the Mariners trailing by 4.
He was caught stealing back in the 3rd inning, and I didn't hate it. You know, in that situation at that time, to get him into scoring position with Dom at the plate.
The 1-1. Swung on, lifted, short left field. Jesus Sanchez, couple steps in, under it, makes a one-hand catch. 2 outs.
With Dom, they have, ever since he turned around that fastball into right field, a lot of knuckle curves, changeups, and that was another changeup there for Dom Canzone.
And not a lot of fastballs since then.
No,
for some
really
reason.
not. For some reason, Isn't that weird, Gary?
Julio will bat.
I'll keep thinking on it.
The pitch. Swung on, line drive, base hit, center field by Julio. Randy at second base will take the turn to hold. So the Mariners, a couple of base hits to bring up Josh Naylor.
Good piece of hitting by Julio Rodriguez. I think I heard his bat break on that one. Just a two-seamer that just continued to come in on him. But he is just so strong. A little bit late, but is able to drive the ball into left center field.
Cease at 87 pitches. So if Naylor were to get into one, now would be the time. 2 on, 2 outs. Mariners down 4. Here's the pitch. Watches it inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Naylor has bounced out a couple of times. He's been on a pretty good run as of late. Here's the pitch. Below the knees. So he's falling behind. 2 balls and no strikes. Tried another fastball. He has 1 homer in this ballpark in the regular season, also as a postseason homer. It was on Canadian Thanksgiving, which was fitting. The pitch. That's a strike. Mason Fluharty, the lefty, started to get loose for Toronto. Mariners want to get into the bullpen as quickly as possible. 90 pitches for Cease. 2 runners aboard. They're dancing. Cease staring at Randy, and he spins around and looks Randy back to second base. 5-1 Blue Jays. Mariners trying to cut into the lead here. The 2-1. Swung on, fouled straight back. Taking a look at the Northwest Chevy Equinox scoreboard. Astros have now taken the lead over the Mets. Dalton Varsho, who was traded by the Blue Jays, has driven in 2. It's 2-1 Houston. Brewers lead the Rangers 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Chased the ball in the dirt. 8th strikeout for Cease. We'll see if that's it or not for the ace of the Blue Jays staff. He was excellent. If that was it, 6 innings of 1-run ball, 8 punch-outs against the Mariners tonight. Bottom of the 6th we go. Mariners down 5-1 to Toronto. Back with more right after this.
Hi, Mariners fans. Dan Wilson here. In baseball, you're only as good as the team supporting you. At the ballpark, our players and staff trust the sports medicine experts at Virginia Mason Franciscan Health to keep us healthy and focused, from the first pitch of spring training to the final out of the season. You don't need a jersey to get the same world-class orthopedic care the pros do. Whether you're training for a 5K or just staying active, make a play for your health. Find your specialist at vmfh.org/Mariners.
This is Aaron Goldsmith.
And Gary Hill for Fireside.
Gary, I've heard you talk a lot about Fireside.
And you finally listened.
Something you never thought possible. But now they've done work for me.
It's a great time for a new fireplace, garage door, or outdoor barbecue.
Fireside Home Solutions. Visit one of their showrooms in Bellevue, Auburn, Portland, and Spokane.
Don't have time to visit a showroom? Then call them for a free in-home consultation.
Fireside at firesidehomesolutions.com.
Aaron and I both love Fireside, and you will too.
Just like your favorite team, Mechanics Bank is built on strength and a deep commitment to the Pacific Northwest. In need of premium small business or commercial banking services? Add Mechanics Bank to your roster today. Stop by, call, or visit mechanicsbank.com/baseball. Member FDIC.
Relax and let Fred Meyer Pickup handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items, then choose your favorites. Carefully pack everything up and load it right into your trunk, so you can feel confident it's what you ordered. Fresh groceries your way with Fred Meyer Pickup and Delivery. And right now, you can save $20 on your first pickup or delivery order. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Mariners and Blue Jays, 5-1. Bottom of the 6th. New pitcher on for the Mariners. Sir Anthony Dominguez will take over on the hill. Hancock just 67 pitches, but as we mentioned, was hurt early in the game. Stayed in there. I'm sure we'll Get some news on that after the game with Dan Wilson. Hopefully, obviously, it's nothing serious.
No, and there was something there. So I imagine that, with him getting up and down so many times, he was efficient with his pitch count, even though it was at 67. They get him out of there here in the 6th inning.
First pitch to Okamoto is a strike over the edge. 0-1. Dominguez who pitched with the Blue Jays last year.
It's been really good lately. Has not allowed a walk, run, or hit across his last 3 outings.
That pitch is swung on, grounded foul. Some important spots as well.
And over the course of those, has managed to get 6 strikeouts in his 5 innings of work.
No balls, 2 strikes. Mariners down 4, 6th inning. The offer. That's wide. 1-2. Mariners and Blue Jays tomorrow, a 12:07 scheduled first pitch. Here's the offer. Up and away. Kate Anderson, his 2nd start in the majors, will get the ball. A familiar foe, Jose Soriano, traded for at the deadline from the Angels. Mariners have seen him plenty over the years. The 2-2. Swung on, crushed, left field, on its way, gone. Over the Blue Jays bullpen into the crowd, and the Blue Jays their 3rd home run of the night. It's 6-1 Toronto. Okamoto is 27th home run of the season. That leads the Blue Jays.
Well, he was the guy that you had circled. I mean, yes, Vlad Jr. can be really dangerous. We know the power of George Springer, but Okamoto, for what he has been able to do this season, he was the one that you had to be careful with. And this pitch just catches too much of the middle of the plate. That's just middle.
Most home runs for a Blue Jays rookie ever. It's a strike to Jimenez. Rookie in name only. He's a real pro. He spent a lot of years with the Giants in Japan. One of their career home run leaders. Here's the pitch. Swung on, broken bat, slow roller, first base side, picked up by Naylor, under and tossed to first base. Dominguez steps on first, that's the out. 8th all-time in Giants home runs, 277 career homers. Hideki Matsui is 5th on the list. He had 332 homers.
I mean, that's just incredible. To reach those numbers over the course of a career is really something. To sort of transition and start a new one when you've amassed that's really really incredible.
Pitch is a strike. Now what's great about that, so 277, that's a lot of home runs. 8th all time in the Giants list. Well, number 1 on the Giants list is the greatest all time in Japanese baseball history, Saihara Oh, who hit a ridiculous amount of home runs as that pitch is fouled away. Oh, in 22 years with the Giants, hit 868 home runs, which is an unbelievable amount.
Crazy number.
So no one is ever touching that. Here's the pitch. That's wide. It just seems like an impossible number. The 1-2. Swung on, fouled away. O had the single season record for a long time. It was 55. It stood for years and years and years before it was broken by a former Mariner, Vladimir Valentin. It's 60 in the season to break it. The 1-2. Swung on, softly hit, third base side, foul. For perspective, with the 868, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Clement. 6-1 Blue Jays. The pitch. That's outside. Henry Aaron, for example, 2nd on the all-time home run list in the majors, 755. And you think about Henry Aaron, just season after season after season.
Well, and that's
30 plus.
And that's what it is, you know, the longevity.
The pitch. Swung on, tagged, left field, hit pretty well, but Randy races over, makes the catch on the move. That's the out. Clement retired, 2 away.
Say 22 years?
Yeah. Just 22 years of constant homers. What I kind of like about Henry Aaron, who of course wore number 44 on his back, he landed on the number 44 4 different times in his career in terms of home runs. Pitch to Venezuela is fouled away. But what's amazing is the most he ever hit in a season was 47.
Mm-hmm. It's really incredible.
He just reached 40 plus 8 times. Remarkable. Here's the 0-1. It's low. Bottom of the 6th, Blue Jays up by 5. Blue Jays still have the lefty up. Here's the pitch. Swung on a missed. So you would think Cease is done for the night. This is a big series for the Blue Jays, but they also have Cleveland coming up next. And remember, while the Mariners are chasing the Astros and Rangers for the division, for the Blue Jays, it's all about the wild card. So that's a huge series next. Cleveland has the 3rd wild card right now. The 1-2 swung on, ground ball, foul.
Toronto 3.5 back right now of the Guardians for that 3rd spot. Mariners a half game behind them. What's going on in the Rangers score, by the way?
Here's the 1-2. It's off the plate. One thing on that one first.
Okay.
So the Blue Jays have this series and then an off day before Cleveland. So you wonder with the off day if they're going to try and get Cease into that series. Make sure that Cease and Soriano are in that series, both of them in a big series.
Reslot, and then if they're trying to do that, you would think for sure that he might be done
That's
tonight.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
They wouldn't want to push him to 111.
No, like last outing.
Yeah. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the offer. Swung on, popped up. That's out of play.
It really is impressive, again, how many times he's gone over the century mark. And here, you know, in this back half of the season.
Brewers still leading the Rangers 2-1. Thank you for asking about the Northwest Chevy Equinox scoreboard. Astros on top 3-1 over the Mets in the bottom of the 6th. That news isn't as great.
Team game.
Yeah, that's right. Here comes the 3-2. Swung on, foul away. Rangers just 1 hit tonight so far. Logan Henderson, who the Mariners did not see for the Brewers, getting the start tonight. He's been good. Who hasn't been good for Milwaukee? The full count pitch. Inside. Walks him.
Yeah, because they're in the National League, the Mariners don't play them very often. So as long as the Mariners aren't playing, I can't help but love the way that team plays the game. They're a fun team to watch.
They've had a great year. Pete Woodworth will stroll out. We'll have a quick conversation here with Sir Anthony Dominguez. Just allowed 1 run on a solo home run. This meeting at the mound brought to you by Lexus of Bellevue. The summer signature sales event happening right now. Get exceptional offers on a new Lexus RX, TX, NX, or ES, as well as certified pre-owned vehicles at lexusofbellevue.com. Quick meeting broken up.
Brett Bateman at the top of the order for the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, a small sample size, but he's been so good since making his major league debut, and his ability to get the bat on the ball is impressive.
Here's the pitch to him. Swung on, slow roller right back to Sir Anthony. He has it off the shoot tops, fires to first. He's got the out, and this inning has come to a close. But the Mariners now trailing by 5. Looks like we'll see a new pitcher. We return for the 7th inning. It's 6-1 Blue Jays. Your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Tom Glasgow here for the Sunset Auto family, proud to support professional baseball broadcasts in Seattle for years now. They know a thing or two about winning. Sunset Chevrolet has been the #1 volume Chevy dealer in Washington State for so long now, it's hard to keep track of this dynasty. The winning lineup, more selection, warranty protection for life, and oil changes for life. Sunset exclusives that'll save you thousands. Could other Chevy dealers provide these? Sure, they just don't. You just get more at Sunset, and people do like that.
Jeff Passan, every Tuesday morning at 8:30 with Brock and Salk.
Are we seeing the Mariners start to turn into the team we thought they were going to be?
Maybe. I want to say yes.
Get more on the Seattle Sports YouTube page and the Seattle Sports app.
Rick Riz here with a big thank you to everyone who submitted a nomination for Pella Windows and Doors of Western Washington's Improve Your Play program.
Thanks, Rick. This is Luke with Pella Windows and Doors. With so many amazing entries, we decided to award 2 additional teams with $2,500 prizes. We are thrilled to announce Central Kitsap Girls Fast Pitch and TRP Washington Basketball.
Thanks to you and Pella Windows and Doors of Western Washington for helping our local youth thrive.
Hi folks, Rick Riz here. If you're looking for a warm, welcoming place to enjoy an incredible Italian meal, visit my friends at Rimini Restaurant. Authentic flavors, great people, and a dining experience you'll want to come back to. Visit them at Rimini Restaurant.
Live play-by-play coverage of your defending American League West champion Seattle Mariners is brought to you by Miller Lite, BECU, and by SeattleSports.com on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
We go to the 7th inning. Mariners trailing 6-1. And if the Mariners are going to make a run at it, right now is the spot. Cease is out of the game, and Varland isn't in yet. So the 7th and 8th, the opportunity for the Mariners if they're going to make a run at it tonight.
Yeah, this doesn't get too much easier, though, with Fluharty in the game. He's been really good this month. This month of August, the entire month of August, opponents hitting .031. It's the lowest average in a single month in franchise history.
Here's Cal, about from the right side. He's fanned twice against Cease. Here's the pitch. Inside. He's not sorry to see Cease gone. No one is sorry to see Cease gone in the Mariners lineup. Miles Straw is in defensively. He's playing left field now. Sanchez, not a great defender in left. Here's the pitch. That's high. 2 balls, no strikes on Cal. Cal calls time. He steps out, adjusts the navy batting gloves. Sleeveless, northwest green top. It's cooled off here. Temperatures below 70. Fluharty set. Here's the pitch. That's inside. Fluharty, this is outing number 72. Whenever you get to 70 plus, it's elite. He's 70 plus, and we haven't hit September yet.
Leads the majors, as you can imagine.
The pitch. He pours it over. It's a strike.
The splits have been really striking, though. I mean, he makes it really tough for lefties. They're batting just over $150 against him, but right-handed batters hitting over 300 against him this season.
The pitch inside, ball 4. Cal takes the walk. Yeah, Mariners, a part of their lineup where it's switched obviously with Cal. You have lefty Cole, righty Ward, lefty JP. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. Young double left Cease last time. Here's the pitch. Swung on slash foul. Even more impressive, he doubled off a Cease slider last time, which has truly been one of the best single pitches in baseball this year.
But I think it was really smart. I think he went up there looking for that pitch, and as soon as he got that pitch, I'm not saying he came off the fastball. I'm just saying he recognized that pitch out of hand.
Ground ball to second, could be 2 to second for 1. Relay to first, not quite in time. Mariners stay out of the double play, but the force out at second base, so 1 down. I'll bring up Ward. Fluharty ready. The pitch. Swung on, tagged left field. Straw racing back into the gap. He makes the catch. And that's why he's in there.
Yeah, good defensive substitution. I think you're right. Sanchez might not get to that ball. That ball was stung into the left center field gap by Cal Raleigh. Straw had a perfect angle on it.
Let's pause for station identification on the NC Machinery Mariners radio network.
This is Mariners baseball on Seattle Red. On 770 KTTH Seattle, 97.3 KIRO FM, HD3 Tacoma Seattle, 94.5 K233 DT Eastwood, 33 BU Seattle.
First pitch to JP is a strike over the corner. JP fanned twice looking on Cease. Fastballs over the corners. 2 outs, Young at first base. Mariners trailing 6-1. Here's the pitch. It's in there. No balls, 2 strikes on JP. The pitch. Bounced in, smothered by Venezuela, and Young stays anchored at first base. Not worth the risk, with the Mariners staring at a 5-run deficit.
Good block by Valenzuela. It's in the bottom half in regards to catchers in the league when it comes to blocking balls.
The 1-2. Swung on a missed. JP down for the 3rd time on strikes. The Mariners put away in the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. 6-1 Blue Jays. That's your Mechanics Bank score. Back with more right after this.
The official airline of the Seattle Mariners is your new gateway to the world. Alaska Airlines is the hometown airline of Seattle and now the 4th largest U.S. global airline, with new nonstops to Seoul, Tokyo, Rome, and London, with many more ahead. Experience your dream global getaway aboard Alaska's new 787 Dreamliner, featuring private suites with lie-flat seats, chef-curated food and beverages, and entertainment screens at every seat. Book your next adventure today at alaskaair.com.
Hey y'all, it's Charlie Starr from Blackberry Smoke. Y'all know our fans are like family to us, and family watches out for each other, especially when we're out riding. So before you or your crew get on your motorcycles, make sure you're good to ride. Even one drink could be too many. Don't let a good ride end the wrong way. Ride sober or get pulled over.
Paid for by NHTSA.
My mom taught me the importance of saving, and I wanted to pass that on to my kids.
That's Aisha, BCU member and mother of 3.
I think having the savings account has changed the way that the girls think about their money.
BCU knows that no matter the age, it's always a good time to save. And with an early saver account, the money grows with your children. Join today at becu.org/earlysaver. Membership required. Restrictions apply. Member paid for participation. Federally insured by NCUA.
From sports injuries to joint pain, the expert team of orthopedic experts at Evergreen Health offers advanced surgical care, non-surgical treatments, and personalized physical rehabilitation to get you back in the game. Start your comeback today at evergreenhealth.com.
Michael Rucker takes over in the 7th. Lucas will start things. He homered last time. Blue Jays 3 home runs. They lead 6-1. So we take a look at our working hard player of the game. Brought to you by Wolverine Boots and Whistle Workwear. For the ones working hard every day, Wolverine Boots available at Whistle Workwear. And for our working hard player of the game, I think
what do you got?
I think we'll go in a little different direction.
Okay.
Not necessarily a current player. Here's the pitch.
Oh, I
That's
love
a
this
strike.
tease you're just teeing up right now.
0-1 on Lucas. How about Lou Piniella? His 83rd birthday
that's
today.
a good one.
So happy
Nice.
birthday to Sweet Lou. Here's the offer.
Well done,
Swung
Gary.
on, fouled
I
away.
love what you did right there.
It was fantastic seeing him in Seattle.
was.
The 50th celebration. Throwing out the first pitch.
I just continue to shake my head the entire weekend. What a great job that the Mariners did as an organization. So many parts and pieces to pull something like that off. And you know, there was so much anticipation for that weekend. How could this live up to the hype? And it did. It really did.
Really felt like a once in a lifetime to see all those great Mariners from all the different generations in the same place at the same time. Here's the offer. That's away.
And somebody who has covered this team now for 30 years, I was just like, oh my goodness gracious. Made me feel quite old, Gary, to be honest with you. Felt really, really old. I was like, how many of these people have I covered?
Pitch just swung on, fouled back.
It's amazing. Some of them, I mean, like every time I see Mike Cameron, I'm like, stop it. Like you are getting younger. He's just Benjamin Button. He's just not fair. Great. He just looks great. Looks like he put on a uniform and trot out to center field.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the offer. Swung on a slash foul. Mike Cameron, who has some added feelings in this series. Not only, of course, the Mariners, but Daz Cameron is a Blue Jay.
Oh,
and
thank you for that. Yeah,
Daz Cameron has been playing against lefties, and now the Mariners have a lefty in the rotation. And tomorrow
he's going to get.
Yeah, we could see Daz Cameron in the lineup for the Blue Jays tomorrow. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. It's inside.
Okay. Now I don't want you to pulverize me. Do not hit me or anything like that. But Cade Anderson reminds me of a left-handed Dylan Cease.
Oh.
I said it.
Okay.
I said it.
Oh, boy.
I said it.
At least we're not raising expectations too high early. Here's the pitch. That's inside ball 4.
I just feel like, you know, largely a 4-pitch mix that he does really, really well.
Yeah. Well, it also goes to show, it's a good point. The velocity is important in the game, clearly, but it's not like Cease is the
That's
hardest
what I'm saying. 95. He's Cade Anderson. He throws 95. I mean, and one thing that Cade has going for him is left-handed. So,
pitch to Guerrero is a strike over the corner, and Cease just isn't succeeding. He is truly dominant.
Yeah.
At the highest level.
I know. Wasn't fair what I did there to Cade, but.
Here's the pitch. That is swung on low. The thing I was thinking
about. My belief in him. It's my belief in him, Gary.
You know, one of the. I understand. I mean, he's, you know, high draft pick, 3rd overall. He's dominated
one
minors.
One of the greatest seasons in the minors ever.
There's reasons to be very excited. That pitch is tagged right field, but Ward is there. He's at the track. He makes the catch. Some people here thought Vladdy had his first home run. Instead, there's one away. I was thinking about it today, thinking about Daz Cameron and seeing him in the lineup. The Mariners have not had a lefty in the rotation for a long time. So it's funny, when these series play out, they basically see the same lineup all 3 games of a series.
They don't have to make other teams scramble.
It's going to be a little different to see, the Blue Jays will have kind of their left-handed lineup in. It will look different than the lineup today, which will look different than the lineup in Game 3. That's just not something that we've seen the last few years.
It's true. Robbie Ray, Marco, right?
Yeah, that's
the
last
lefties.
Yeah. Yeah, Ray was kind of the last full-time member of the rotation. Throw to first base and Lucas stats back safely.
It's just crazy because you just think, you know, in years past, they've had like 3 of 5, you know what I mean? Just tons of lefties. And for years now, it's been just really right-handed dominant. But yeah, you bring up a really good point.
Pitch to Springer's fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. Rucker on the mound, 1 on, 1 out.
Because it's something we see the Mariners and Dan Wilson have to do all the time, where it's like, this is tough, you know, right-handed bats.
Yeah,
What
all teams, it's the decisions all teams have to make with platoon bats. Here's the pitch. A half cut, did he go? He did not. Like the Blue Jays, for example, they faced a lefty yesterday, and their lineup yesterday looked very different. I mean, there's some guys that are in there no matter what, but there's others that don't face lefties.
And you bring up a good point. Like in the last few years, it's been like Gabe Spire party of 1 out there.
Yeah, that pitch swung on. They used the mound as a ramp into center field. It's a base hit. Springer has 4 hits. Springer, it's been a struggle this year. You wouldn't know it by watching tonight. He's looked like the same thorn on the Mariners side as he was with the Astros.
I really do like it when he plays in Seattle and gets properly brewed. That's the first fastball he has hit for a base hit tonight. Everything else has been off speed. Sweepers. The home run on a sweeper, the double on a sweeper, the single on the sweeper. He did not, however, triple there, Gary.
No, he did not. There's a pitch to Straw. That's taken for a strike. He's a triple away from the cycle. I don't think any Mariner fan wants to see Springer go for the cycle.
No, thank you for pointing out. Thanks for picking up what I was putting down, Gary.
Yeah. The offer. It's off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. 7th inning, 6-1 Blue Jays. Dylan Cease was dominant through 6 innings. Allowed just 1 run. It was a homer off the back-end zone. The pitch swung on, ground ball, diving. Rodden, it's off his glove. It's into left field. Lucas rounds third. He scores. Throw to third base late. Blue Jays have another. It's 7-1.
I feel like that was kind of an in-between play for Brock Rodden out at shortstop. It seemed like he was trying to keep his feet to be able to turn the double play instead of just flat out laying out and keeping it on the infield.
One of the good sights, Brendan Donovan is on this trip for the Mariners, eligible to come off the IL tomorrow. Doesn't sound like that will happen, but if things go well in the very near future, he'll be in the lineup, which is a great thing for the Mariners. You know, you look at Donovan recently. There's a ground ball third, fumbled by JP. Another run. Wheels starting to fall off here in the 7th inning for the Mariners. Another run on the board.
Yeah, Rucker's doing a great job out there, getting ground balls, and unfortunately they're either having eyes or that one right there was a tricky hop. Ball hit dirt, so JP does a good job of coming in and trying to eat this one up. Instead, it kind of gobbles him up. Comes off the heel of the glove, off his chest. He just can't find the handle on it. Was looking to get 2 and unfortunately couldn't get 1.
Long story short, we should see Donovan in the very near future.
Yeah,
he's been excellent at the top of the lineup for the Mariners. Yeah.
That's what you were sort of getting to, and you're absolutely right, Gary. I mean, a complete game changer for this lineup. When he's been in, it's just different.
Yeah. Big news for the Mariners. Kate Anderson will go tomorrow. 12:07 first pitch. It'll be Logan Gilbert on Sunday against Max Scherzer. That would have been Bryce Miller's spot. He is in the bullpen. That was the news before the ball game. Here's Jimenez, the offer. That's a strike. 8-1 Toronto, bottom of the 7th.
And I kind of wondered, it was in the back of my head on Wednesday in the finale in Seattle when we saw Bryce Miller go out to the bullpen. And I kind of wondered, is this a one-off or is this, a sign of things to come in the future, and ends up being a sign of more things to come?
Both Justin Hollander and Dan Wilson expressed that they still view him as a starting pitcher, but the situation is what it is now. You're in September. You have to do what's best for the now as the Mariners chasing the Astros and the Rangers. The pitch down low. I also think there's intrigue on what Bryce Miller looks like in just an inning or 2 innings at a time. And what the stuff looks like.
Yeah. And that's exactly what they're hoping, Gary, is that what you're wondering what it'll look like. And when you say, I wonder what it'll look like, how much better it'll look when he just has to focus in on 1 inning.
That pitch is low by Rucker. Well, you think about when he first came off the IL, that fastball alone, we were seeing 98 consistently, and it wasn't being hit. He was dominant in those first few starts. It's just been a rough road lately.
And that's what they said, too, that four-seam fastball needs to get back to being the centerpiece.
The 2-2 swung on a missed. Down goes Jimenez. Rucker gets the strikeout. Still 2 on, 2 in. 8-1 Blue Jays. Well, the goal was to win the series here. That can still happen. Kate Anderson against Soriano tomorrow. Logan against Max Scherzer coming up on Sunday. The pitch. Swung on, fouled away.
As this one has started to get lopsided a little bit, 8-1. One thing you can say consistently with this Mariners team this season is they have been incredibly resilient.
Yes,
You're going to start laughing before I can even get it out. I mean, they follow up some of the ugliest losses with the prettiest wins.
Well, it's funny. They've been on such a great stretch. And even in this great stretch, some of the losses have been ridiculous.
Hideous.
Yeah, a couple of, big scores, but also the gut punch of a walk-off in Houston. It's been, no loss has been normal in this stretch, but it's been a good stretch. Mariners have played really good teams and playing well. Here's the 0-2. That's down low.
And I think that's what everybody wants, is like this switch to be flipped, and all of a sudden they're going to go on this Boston Red Sox-like, 15-game winning streak. And it's like, they just need to do what they've been doing well lately.
That pitch is swung on, lifted, right field towards the line, twisting, and into the seats. Well, especially, and we've talked about this, just staying in touch into September.
Yep.
7 against the A's, 7 against the Angels, a Rockies series, and then head-to-head against 2 Houston and 2 against Houston and 3 against Texas. So it's all right there. But the key is to have a decent enough trip here to stay in touch.
But that's what they've been doing lately, is they've been taking 2 or 3. You know, they've been taking series. And again, I think that's the switch. Like, stop looking for this, incredible. I'd love to see it, especially on once we get into September, because there's certainly some opportunities for them to run the table. But all they need to do is what they're doing right now. Is, even as ugly as today has started out, win the next 2.
A pitch is swung on a miss. So a strikeout of Clement, and that is it for Toronto in the 7th. We head to the 8th. Blue Jays in control. It's 8-1 over the Mariners. That's your Mechanics Bank score on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Your vibe is unique. Your style should be too. And with the flexibility to walk in or book ahead, getting your new look has never been easier. So whether you need a clean fade and a beard trim, or curtain bangs and a highlight touch-up, our expert stylists have you covered. Because it's not just a cut, it's a look you love and the confidence you deserve. Expert stylists, unmatched value. Supercuts. Walk in or book ahead.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra. It's the truck. We are professional grade. Right now, when you finance through GM Financial, well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 models. See your Northwest GMC dealer. Monthly payment is $1,515 for every $1,000 you finance. Average example down payment is 8.8%. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 8/31/26.
Knowledge is power, and we like power.
Gone! Cal Raleigh!
Stay caught up on all things Mariners with the Seattle Sports Insider with Shannon Dreyer, exclusively on seattlesports.com and the Seattle Sports app.
Mariners fans know there's nothing like a walk-off win. Now, a walk-off can pay off. Enter the Mortgage Reliever Sweepstakes from Cross Country Mortgage. Every time the M's walk off a win, one fan will win cash for mortgage relief. And when you step up to the plate, let Seattle mortgage experts Julie Johnson, Mason Buckles, Kalisa Davies, and Ryan Mallory wave you home. Enter now at ccm.com/Mariners. Cross Country Mortgage, proud partner of the Seattle Mariners. Equal housing opportunity. NMLS 3029.
Our good friend Paul Sewald takes over for the Blue Jays here in the 8th inning. Mariners trailing 8-1. Sewald just hooked on with the Blue Jays after starting the year as the closer for the Diamondbacks. Things were going pretty well for first couple months of the season, and then things kind of went sideways for Paul. But he's latched on with the Blue Jays, who are having some real bullpen issues, and he's pitched pretty well so far with Toronto. Rodden will bat. Here's the pitch, and that is upstairs. A lot of greetings with Sewald before the ball game. A lot of fun conversations with Paul. They didn't spend a long time with the Mariners, but always feels like a Mariner. Here's the pitch. That's inside.
I feel like he was the first renovation project, for the Mariners, and that's why we continue to talk about it. I mean, what they were able to do with him, I like this, throw this away, do this, and he was spectacular in a Mariners uniform.
That pitch is a strike, 2-1. He really was. He really became just nails at the back end for the Mariners. Parts of 3 seasons with the M's. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. And we had a chance to catch up to him when he was at T-Mobile Park earlier this year with Arizona, and he thinks so fondly of his time as a Mariner. His connection to the fan base as well.
Saved his career.
Really did.
Sorry, I don't want to overstate it, but these are facts.
Here's the offer. Swung on, driven high, deep right field. Luke is back. He's at the track now, called off by Bateman, who makes the catch at the wall. Now, Run has come oh so close to his first major league home run, but the park holds that one.
I want to say I've seen at least 8, maybe 9 balls that have gone to the warning track. I mean, if he's the definition of get back in the weight room, warning track power. Poor guy.
Here comes Randy. Randy had a pretty good day against Cease. He drew a walk and got a base hit. That's about all you can ask. Here's the offer. It's inside.
What else did you get from Paul Sewald in your conversation with him back at T-Mobile?
I mean, you're right about it felt like the last chance. Here's the pitch. That's outside. He'd spent time with the Mets. Keep in mind, when he came up with the Mariners, he was 31 at that point. And it really did feel like his last chance. And he didn't start with the ball club that year. Here's the pitch. That's a strike. He was called up the same day that Logan Gilbert was called up. Jared Kelenic. Paul Sewald was not the headline on that day.
It was really kind of weird because it wasn't even Kelenic either.
Yeah.
With Logan Gilbert making his start.
That pitch is inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. He went on to strike out 100 that year. It was just dominant. The 3-1. That's a strike. The thing that he talked about is what the Mets were having him try and do, and compared to what the Mariners were having him do, and he never had anyone express, hey, you should throw this fastball the upper part of the strike zone. Here's the offer. Swung on, fouled away. I mean, we're talking about, 90, 91 mile per hour fastball, and he has lived on that for all these years later. He's a guy now. And when we talked to him with Arizona, he had just collected his 100th save in his career. You think about where he was on the cusp of being out of baseball to 100 saves in the majors. As that one's inside, Randy takes the walk.
Well, it just goes to show you how effective tunneling can be. You can just take 2 pitches that come from the exact same spot, look like they're doing the exact same thing, and then behave and move so differently, and why those 2 pitches can be so incredibly effective when they're paired together.
Here's Dom Canzone, the former Diamondback himself. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up out of play. And then what Paul really expressed just his love for the fan base in Seattle. He really did connect to the fan base in Seattle and loved pitching for the Mariners. And of course, the 22 seasons, some of his greatest memories on a baseball field. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back, out of play. Just so grateful.
Well, his family and his wife as well, did so much here in the community. His wife working to help expectant mothers who, were not in a position to provide a lot of the things, for their newborns, and they were stepping in to help.
The 0-2 is fouled away. 8th inning, 8-1 Blue Jays. Randy at first base. Sewald set. The pitch. Swung on, little looper, center field, base hit. So Dom checks in with his 2nd hit of the night. The Mariners have runners at first and second with 1 out. Mariners baseball brought to you by BECU. It's always a good time to save. Learn more about the BECU Early Saver account, becu.org/Early Saver. Runners at first and second. Julio batting. Here's the offer. A sweep that's outside. Julio 1 for 3 on the night. Here's the pitch. Swung on, cranked center field. Bateman ranging back, reaches up, makes the catch on the move. Randy tags at second base. He's into third. That was loud, but Bateman puts it away for the out.
That was pretty. It was stung. 109 miles per hour. Even though Bateman's got great speed out there in center field, I was thinking this might get away from him. It continued to run away from Bateman.
There's Naylor. Blue Jays have started their bullpen. Quick meeting at the mound. Runners on the corners. You're with us inside the Western Washington Toyota radio booth. Astros still lead the Mets. It's 3-1. They're in the top of the 8th from New York. So that news isn't great. Brewers on top of the Rangers, 3-1, bottom of the 7th from Milwaukee.
All right.
If you're wondering how it lines up coming up, Houston 3 at the Mets. They just took 2 or 3 from the Yankees. They'll come back home after this. Here's the offer to Naylor. Swung on, popped up out of play. Houston will have 4 against the White Sox and 3 against the Diamondbacks. So 2 teams, White Sox firmly, they're right now on top of the division. And Arizona, through all their adversity, trying to battle into a playoff spot. Here's the pitch. Swung on, slow roller, foul. Meanwhile, Texas, they have 3 against the Brewers. They'll head home for 3 against the A's, but 4 against the Rays after that. No balls, 2 strikes. Mariners down by 7, 8th inning. Runners on the corners. The pitch to Naylor. Swung on, ground ball right to first. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has it. Turns around, steps on first, and that brings an end to the 8th inning for the Mariners. To the bottom of the 8th we go. 8-1, Blue Jays with the lead. Back with more right after this.
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Show your Mariners pride with the new Mariners credit card. Get cash back on everyday purchases, discounts on tickets, and chances to win cool fan experiences. Presented by Global Credit Union, proud partner of the Seattle Mariners. Membership required. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to credit approval.
When you buy equipment, you're not just buying a machine. You're choosing a dealer you'll rely on for years. NC Machinery, an official partner of the Seattle Mariners, has been supporting customers across Washington and Alaska for decades. Whether you work in the trades or work on your own property, we're here before the sale and long after it. Right now, qualified buyers can also take advantage of 0% financing on Caterpillar compact equipment. Visit ncmachinery.com for details and exclusions. NC Machinery, official partner of your Seattle Mariners.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Rucker still on for the Mariners. He threw 30 pitches last inning. You know, he's had to wear it in a couple of these losses. He's thrown a lot of pitches recently for the Mariners. It's kind of the way, especially when they were in a 6-man for a while, too. He's had a couple games where he's had to do some heavy lifting.
No, he's done and filled a really important role for the Mariners this season. It kind of reminds me of Vargas, last season, where he could come out and throw a couple innings and still be able to throw the next day, maybe. I mean, just Vargas was a rubber arm last year.
First pitch swing, a little looper right to Naylor.
That
Reaches
helps.
up, makes the catch. Certainly does. 1 pitch, 1 out. Mariners down by 7, 8th inning. Kate Anderson gets the ball tomorrow. Jose Soriano for Toronto. Here's Bateman, the pitch. It's low. 2 for 4 as the leadoff man for the Blue Jays. Jays have homered 3 times tonight. Not something they've done a lot this year. Nearly dead last in homers in baseball. The pitch swung on, fouled away. It's wild from one season to the next. 4th in runs scored last year, 29th this year. They had the highest on-base percentage in baseball last year. They are dead last this year. The pitch. Strike. That's wild.
Yeah,
Going from number 1 to number 30 from one year to the next, with a lot of the same guys.
Springer after today's got 14 home runs, but it's respectable, but not where you would expect him. And then just again, the falling off the table of Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, a lot of it comes back to that.
It really does.
It's hard in this modern game when you have stars. You kind of need your stars to be stars. If they're not, it's hard to put together a consistent offense. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on, fouled back. Vlad is in year 1 of a contract signed to 2039.
And if you're Ernie Clement,
time from now.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, I'm just shaking my head and kind of smiling about that one. That one's.
Here's the offer. It's down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And Ernie Clement, I mean, if you're gonna be there at the All-Star and lead everybody, I need more than 9 home runs out of you, right?
The pitch. Swung on, slow roller. Rucker pounces on it. He's going to race to the bag himself. He'll go to first. It's a 1 unassisted as Rucker makes the out.
That's the second one this game.
Yeah, the first time, unfortunately, Hancock came up hurt in the first inning. That's the one thing coming out of this game that we will be anxious to hear about Emerson Hancock and how he's feeling after tonight. It's the last thing you want, obviously, this time of year. Here's Lucas, the pitch.
But I like the fact that he pushed through it. I like the fact that he tested it, because a lot of guys would be like, hey, I feel something. I just want to get out of the game and I want to get treatment on it and I want to see what this really feels like. And I don't want to test it by throwing 96 miles per hour off the mound and trying to execute a pitch. So really kind of shows me. He did the same thing when he took the line drive off of his pitching hand. He came back in and threw what? Is it 2 2 2/3 innings, but just getting up and down. I think things swelled up on him and he's like, okay, I need to go take care of this. But I like what it says about him as a competitor.
The 0-2 is down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lucas. He has homered, walked, scored a couple of runs. 8-1 Toronto. Rucker set, deals. Overthrows a fastball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He's over 40 pitches. He told me the other day he threw 40-plus pitches in Milwaukee. It's the first time he'd thrown that many in a game, and he was pretty spent by the end of it, as that one is outside. So he's working on a similar outing here. The pitch. Popped up, out of play behind home plate. We'll do it again. Full count.
Oh, you love the way it started off with Valenzuela lining out on one pitch, but then all of a sudden got Bateman chewing up 7 pitches, and now at least 7 pitches here to Lucas.
The pitch. Swung on ground ball right to second base. Scooped up by Cole Young. Throws to first. That's the out. And it's a 1-2-3-8. Well, last chance for the Mariners. We go to the 9th. It's 8-1. Blue Jays with the lead. We'll come back with more right after this.
For over 50 years, Michael's Toyota of Bellevue has helped local drivers find the right Toyota for their lifestyle. And now, the lineup is electric. Leading off the 26BZ, Toyota's battery electric SUV, plus a full selection of hybrids and plug-in hybrids, built for just about everything life throws at you. Enjoy fewer stops at the pump, lower emissions, and Toyota's legendary reliability. When you're ready for what's next, step up to Michael's Toyota of Bellevue, your destination for electric. For the life you live, ToyotaofBellevue.com.
It's like having your very own scouting department.
Got a fastball at 97.
The Daily Mariners newsletter keeps you connected to the very latest insider access you'll only get from the home of the Mariners. Subscribe at seattlesports.com/newsletter.
Miller time. People think it just happens, but that's not true. You know what you gotta do? You gotta go say hello with some beers. Make the plans. Forget the couch. Go to that thing. Play the game. See them in person. Talk to that stranger. Live a little. Small acts of rebellion that bring us together. Because legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2026 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hi, everybody. Rick Riz here. Come to Sandberg Volvo in Linwood for an unbelievable selection of new and certified Volvos, plus a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles in every make and model. Sandberg Volvo is the only consistent Excellence Award winner in the entire Pacific Northwest for customer service. Enjoy valet service and free towing, plus an exclusive lifetime warranty on parts and labor with any service visit. It's a quick drive from anywhere. Sandberg Volvo in Linwood, or visit SandbergVolvoCars.com.
We enter the 9th inning. Blue Jays in command. It's 8-1. C.J. Van Eyck will take over on the hill for the Blue Jays. Cal Raleigh scheduled to lead off for the Mariners in the 9th. Blue Jays have rolled through a lot of arms in recent weeks. This will be just his 4th game in the majors.
Made 15 starts at AAA Buffalo, so he's got a starter's arsenal. He's got 6 different pitches that you've got to worry about coming out of the bullpen, and he can throw multiple innings. Obviously, we're here in the 9th, so he'll need to throw just one.
He goes into the motion. The pitch to Cal. Swung on, hit high, deep right field. Bateman ranging back. He's on the track in front of the wall. He makes the catch. Cal didn't miss that one by much. Just got underneath it.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that one hit. What is that out there in left center field? 385, and he hit it about 382.
He was drafted in the 2nd round from Florida State. So one Florida State to another as Cal flies out. Here's the pitch to Cole Young. That's over the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. And that's being challenged by Cole. And Cole wins. It's a ball. He went to George Steinbrenner High School in Florida. I didn't know that.
I didn't know there was. I didn't know that such a school existed either.
Here's the pitch. That's a strike. Funny enough, he's the only major leaguer to make it from George Steinbrenner High School. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up. Second base. Clement is over. Still in the dirt. Reaches up, makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
In the state of Washington, they are naming, the high schools after heroes. Like Todd Beamer comes to mind. I'm not exact. Does Steinbrenner, does that count? Does that check that box?
Maybe if you're a Yankee fan. Here's Taylor Ward, the pitch. And it's a strike. Fans on their feet here. 8-1 Blue Jays, 9th inning. The pitch. It's inside to Ward. Here comes the offer. On the corner. 1-2. Blue Jay fans making noise. Into the motion, the 1-2. Off the plate, Ward takes it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mariners will look to get even tomorrow behind Kane Anderson. The pitch. Swung on, fouled away. The pitch. Inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 8-1 Blue Jays. The pitch. Inside, Ward takes the walk. I'll bring up JP. A tough night for JP. 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. It's not a typical JP night.
No, 2 of them looking as well.
I mean, 2 of them were to cease. So there's that.
There is that.
Here comes the offer to JP. Ward takes off. It's inside. Ward takes second on indifference. The 1-0. Swung on, popped up, short left field, long run. Okamoto, Jimenez, all there, but called by Straw, who makes the catch. And that's it. The Blue Jays have taken game 1 of the series. 8-1 the final. Toronto winners. We'll come back. We'll talk about it. We return right after this on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
Be more than a tourist. Be an adventurer. Leave the mega ships and crowds behind and step aboard an uncruised vessel with fewer than 100 guests. It's your vessel for real exploration in Alaska, Mexico, Hawaii, Costa Rica, and the Galapagos. Kayak among glaciers, see whales hunting and feeding, snorkel with playful sea lion pups. Untamed, unrushed, unbelievable, uncruise. Visit uncruise.com and talk to an adventure specialist today. Tell them Rick Riz sent you for exclusive savings.
In the Pacific Northwest, there's one construction equipment rental provider of choice, Star Rentals. The Star Rentals team delivers superior customer service by leading with a culture of care and delivering unmatched follow-through across all 18 Star Rentals locations. Star Rentals is the largest independent construction equipment rental company in the Pacific Northwest, delivering quality care because they care. Learn more at starrentals.com. Star Rentals, the preferred supplier to the West's best contractors.
For 100 years, Steel has been helping people make the most of every season. Rick Riz here for Steel. Whether you're maintaining a backyard, a large property, or creating the kind of results that stand out all summer long, Steel delivers the quality and performance trusted for generations. Right now, save up to $400 on Steel zero-turn mowers with instant rebates and 0% financing for qualified buyers. Steel is the official outdoor power equipment provider of the Seattle Mariners. Visit SteelUSA.com to find your nearest Steel dealer.
Show your Mariners pride with a new Mariners credit card. Get cash back on everyday purchases, discounts on tickets, and chances to win cool fan experiences. Presented by Global Credit Union, proud partner of the Seattle Mariners. Membership required. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to credit approval.
Well, the Mariners fall 8-1 the final. Blue Jays take the first game of this series. And Ange, this is one, there was a reality to this one. Facing Dylan Cease, who's probably going to win the Cy Young, or maybe not probably, but it's a two-person race. He's had an amazing year, and the reality was you'd have to play nearly a perfect game, and this was not a perfect game for the Mariners. Blue Jays got 3 in the first, and they were off and running.
Yeah, he was really incredible tonight. Scattered just the 4 hits, allowed 1 run, just a majestic home run off the bat of Dom Canzone. By the way, my pick to click. It was it was really tough sledding against him tonight. 8 strikeouts. I mean, his changeup. I mean, we just kept thinking about that slider going into the pitch, and I think the Mariners were doing the same thing. But he just basically picked him apart between his fastball and his changeup tonight.
Yeah, now it's about bouncing back tomorrow and trying to even the series. I think we're all anxious to see what it looks like. And there's going to be a huge crowd on hand tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of juice in the building. Buck Martinez is going into their Hall of Excellence tomorrow, who's a fan favorite. He was a player for the Blue Jays, a broadcaster for a long time. This place is going to be amped up tomorrow, and Cade Anderson is going to make his first road start in the majors against this team. I think we're all anxious to see what that looks like.
No, I'm excited for him. I was so glad that he got his major league debut in front of the T-Mobile fans. But this will be interesting to see how he comes out when he doesn't have that adrenaline of making the major league debut, and now he can breathe, because it's always so hard to pitch when you're not breathing during your major league debut. So it'll be interesting to see. And again, he was really, really good in that debut. He was fantastic. But if you take a closer look at his stuff, he started to leave things up as the game went on. He was so sharp, though, out of the gates. And so I'm eager to see what Game 2 of Cade Anderson's major league career looks like tomorrow.
Brian Wu is making his Mariners bobblehead debut on September 5th. Mariners taking on the A's that night. First 20,000 fans will get the Wu bobblehead. You can get your tickets at mariners.com. We'll come back. We have more to come right after this.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Northwest Chevy dealer.
Hey, Mike Salk here for Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, and not all getaways are going to earn 4 diamonds, but you can experience the 4 Diamond Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, where the breathtaking views, elevated dining, and world-class gaming and entertainment make the perfect escape. Also, check out upcoming shows. You got 80s pop sensation Taylor Dane on September 6th, or local rock legends Queensryche on October 10th. Tickets at snocasino.com. You can elevate your next getaway. That's 4 Diamond and Seattle's closest Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. Please game responsibly.
Have you downloaded the Seattle Sports app? What are you waiting for?
Julio racing back, makes a leap, and makes the catch.
Every pitch, every game, one app for free.
How about that, folks?
The Seattle Sports app.
Toyota of Renton and Toyota of Kirkland are celebrating Toyota's national sales event with additional inventory on 2026 Tundras and Tacomas. The 26 Tundra SR5 through August 31st, finance a Tundra at 2.99% APR for 72 months. Excludes all applicable taxes and government fees. A negotiable doc fee of $200 is included with approved credit from TFS. Prices will vary based on accessories. Whether you're in the north or the south, they've got you covered at ToyotaRenton.com and ToyotaofKirkland.com.
Mariners lose 8-1 the final. Blue Jays grab the win. Before we continue, let's pause for station identification on the NC Machinery Mariners Radio Network.
This is Mariners Baseball on Seattle Red. On 770 KTTH Seattle, 97.3 KIRO FM, HD3 Tacoma Seattle, 94.5 K233 DT Eastwood, 33 BU Seattle.
So the Mariners lose tonight. Other bad news, the Astros have just finished off the Metropolitans. They win tonight. Rangers still trailing. It's 4-1 in the top of the 8th inning. So that's how things are in the AL West right now. For the Blue Jays, 8 runs, 11 hits. Mariners 1 run, 5 hits, a couple of errors. Dom Canzone, 20th home run on the season. Mariners had a 1-0 lead early. Just a couple extra base hits. Young had a double off Cease as well. Cease, 6 innings of 1-run ball, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Pretty typical start for Cease this year. For Emerson, 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs earned. No walks, 1 strikeout, and we'll see how he's feeling after this one.
Yeah, I think if he can come out of this one and he doesn't have anything lingering in that groin, from it looked like he was going to be out of this game early. I mean, you sort of really worried about how he was going to be able to come back from that. I mean, your legs are just so incredibly important as a pitcher. It's his landing leg. He creates a lot of torque. His backside spins around as he delivers the baseball. And the fact that he was able to go 5, really, really is a great sign. And hopefully he'll get some treatment on it and he'll be able to make his next start. No big deal.
Mariners have 4 value games coming up soon. You can get tickets for less than $12 to see the Mariners take on the A's September 3rd for all 3 games. And then the Rangers September 8th through the 10th. That's going to be a huge homestand coming up for the Mariners after this trip. This trip has not started the way the Mariners would have wanted. They lose 8-1. They'll come back and try and get even in the series tomorrow. So we'll look at that matchup when we return right after this.
At Washington Trust, we believe in building strong teams. So, we just hired professional baseball player Cal Raleigh. Big fan, Cal. We're excited to have you as our new head of human resources.
Human resources? No. Home runs.
Oh, yeah. Home run officer. In the dugout, at bat.
It's just another day at the plate.
Well, I'm just glad we're on the same team. At the same bank, we're like teammates now. I mean, that practically makes us friends. We should grab lunch.
Washington Trust Bank. Privately owned, locally invested.
Member FDIC.
Seattle fans, get in the game and swing for the fences at Muckleshoot Casino Resort. You'll always find all-star action and MVP winning at the biggest and best in the Northwest. Come see the lineup of more than 3,500 gaming machines, your favorite table games, sports betting, plus a luxury hotel, memorable dining, and live entertainment that's always a hit. Muckleshoot Casino Resort, the biggest and best in the Northwest. Muckleshoot.
The Mariners' schedule is packed with big events and divisional matchups down the home stretch. Be at T-Mobile Park as Julio and the Mariners take on the A's September 3rd through the 6th. Featuring Sing-Along Fireworks Night Friday the 4th, presented by T-Mobile, and Brian Wu Bobblehead Night Saturday the 5th, thanks to Lexus. Then the Rangers visit from September 8th through the 10th, and it's a 3-day Andres Munoz Funko Pop giveaway. Go to Mariners.com to get your tickets today.
This is Gary Hill for Arnold's Appliance. It's back, the Battle of the Barbecues on August 29th. Meet Misty Banchero, the Seattle butcher's wife herself, for live grilling demos featuring the best grills out there and premium meats from E.C. Wilson Meat Company. Swing in today and buy a qualifying grill by October 31st and receive up to a $500 E.C. Wilson gift card or $500 off an appliance purchase at Arnold's Appliance. For details, visit arnoldsappliance.com.
Tito Martinez here, and baseball stats can tell you a lot. When your car breaks, you want a company that has all the right stats on your team. CarShield's been in business for over 20 years. That's staying power. They're America's most trusted auto protection. That's reputation. They've sold over $3 million in contracts. That's a whole lot of happy drivers. CarShield has paid over $1 billion in claims. The numbers speak for themselves.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Introducing the Seattle Mariners 50th Season Pin Series, presented by KeyBank. During select games at T-Mobile Park, fans will have a chance to collect a limited edition commemorative pin, each celebrating Mariners history. Miss the game? The next day, pins will be available at select KeyBank branches while supplies last. Register your pins for a chance to win 2 tickets and VIP batting practice viewing at a future Mariners